Can you change my category? Can you change my category? Are you ready? Are we ready to dive deep into my childhood trauma of the Scarlet Hand? Let's go.
Welcome to my latest case, Secret of the Scarlet Hand. To start playing, choose either junior or senior detective. If you're new to adventure games or need some
Master
help,
Detective?
choose tutorial. Dear Dad, greetings from the new deputy curator at Beach Hill Museum in Washington, D.C. I miss you, by the way. How's Africa? I sure hope this letter reaches you in Ouagadougou before you move on to Nairobi. So I got the internship. Your old friend Franklin Rose was awfully nice to submit my name to the rest of the members of the museum's board of directors. What an opportunity while I'm in between cases. As you probably know, the museum specializes in ancient Maya culture. My supervisor is going to be Joanna Riggs, a well-known archaeologist. Maybe you've seen her name in the news recently, in conjunction with the discovery of a strange Maya monolith. Apparently, it's created quite a buzz among experts in the field. Well, Beach Hill plans to feature the monolith in an upcoming exhibition. Just imagine, this artifact has been buried for hundreds of years, and now it's going to be unveiled to the public for the first time. The museum is short-staffed at the moment, and they're expecting such a huge turnout that they've closed their doors to prepare. I can hardly wait to dig into this exciting project and learn how archaeologists and historians solve the mysteries of ancient cultures. I'll keep you posted. Love, Nancy.
Nancy Drew, I presume. I'm Joanna Riggs. Welcome to Beach Hill. I was just checking the lock on this display case. This is one of the museum's most treasured pieces, a carving of King Pakal.
Who is King Pakal?
Pakal assumed the throne at age 12. Can you imagine? That was 615 A.D. He ruled for 68 years at the height of the Maya civilization.
Is that jade?
Yes, the Maya loved jade and used it for many of their carvings. There isn't another piece like this in the world, and it's priceless, which means I practically had to sell my own grandmother to get it.
How did the museum acquire it?
Leave it to Taylor Sinclair. He's a wizard when it comes to these deals. You'll meet him later. Now then, Nancy, you're coming on board at a critical time for Beach Hill. An exhibit of this caliber is not kid stuff. Franklin Rose assures me you're a real trooper, and I hope he's right because I'm not here to babysit. I don't care who your father is.
Had a group text that. I don't care who your father is.
If there's one thing I've learned from my father, it's the value of hard work. Just tell me where to start.
There's a list of tasks for you in the lab. Once you've knocked those off, we'll regroup.
There's a list of tasks. I love how we're always just put to work, man. Like, a child servitude, man. Hi, Silent. What's up, guys? Just checking the lock, eh? I know, right? What you doing there?
Where's the rest of the staff around here?
We've had to make some, budget cutbacks, so we'll be relying heavily on our volunteer staff. Namely, you. Besides Henrik and me, the only people who will be around to pester you are Taylor Sinclair, my ace art dealer, and Alejandro Del Rio, attaché to the Mexican consulate and executive thorn in my side.
Attaché? Tell me more about Alejandro.
Tell me more about Alejandro Del Rio.
Ugh, wouldn't you rather hear about the monolith? It's a massive pillar of stone, nearly 1,500 years old with Maya glyphs carved into it. We've installed it in the garden. Wait until you see it.
Alejandro.
Could you explain what a glyph is?
A glyph, as in hieroglyphic, is a picture that represents a word or an idea. Henrik is the human encyclopedia on the subject.
We'll be going to him. Oh my goodness, hi! Thank you so much for the raid, Toasty. Hi! How are y'all? Y'all are just in time. We're playing Nancy Drew, the super old game. And then we're at the beginning. So hi. Hi, how was your stream? Todd, how's detective work going? We literally just started, like 2 minutes ago. 2 minutes, maybe. Thank you, Todd. Yes, that's, yeah. I don't know if any of you guys have played Nancy Drew games, but this is like my childhood. So my evening crew at my stream are used to me playing a bunch of like puzzle games, like Myst, Nancy Drew, The Room. That's what I usually play in the evenings for fun. And then today, earlier today, we were playing Final Fantasy X for the first time, and that's been really fun. It's been good. It's been a good day. And then Kingdom Hearts 4 got announced today. Oh my god, this has like been the best Sunday ever. At least for me. I don't know if y'all like that stuff. But hi, it's nice to meet you. I really appreciate you sending all your viewers to me. That was so kind of you. Thank you. You never played them, but I like the TV show. Oh my god, this is so much better than TV shows. So much better. Hands down. Better than TV show, better than it. No. This is the real deal. So, yeah, you could say we're pretty much all geniuses. Yes. Yeah, that's the only reason why I get past this. Is this like LA and New? I don't think I've ever played that game. Maybe? Hey, chat, is this game like that game? I have never played. I'd imagine it would be, if it's like a puzzle-y game, then yes. Thank you, Todd. Can viewers of my chat please go send Toasty a follow? You are playing Elden Ring? Premier Shakespearean content. Wait, what? What? Who, what, when, where, why? We deal with useless police a lot. I get blown up a lot in this game as well. So just prepare for death. It happens.
How many glyphs are there in all?
Henrik can help you with that.
What? Cashew! Thank you so much for sucking to Toasty! That's so sweet! Thank you! Reacting Shakespeare and sonnets. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to check that. I'm gonna have to check that out. Oh, here, let me do it on my phone. Every time I like Alt-Tab, because this game is so old, it breaks my computer. So let me do it on my phone. Toasty! Toasty. I love your username, by the way. Follow. Okay, I sent you a follow. You were doing Shakespeare stuff. That's fun. Who's Henrik?
Who's Henrik?
Henrik Vanderheun, world-renowned expert in Maya hieroglyphics.
We're gonna learn so much about the Mayans today.
He's the latest addition to the
chat.
Beach Hill Brain Trust.
Great.
I told him I don't even want to see his pointy Vander head till he's got a translation on that monolith.
This lady has an attitude problem. You need to get that checked out,
Thanks for the
Joanne.
orientation, Joanna. I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. All right. Let's check her credentials. Okay, it checks out. The Great Plaza of... Sorry, I can't read that. Something Guatemala. Can I inspect your desk, lady? What's this? Is there anything over here? So this is a point and click game. So if you ever are wanting a game and your computer is like a potato, like it actually is potato, this is the game for you. This is the game. What is this? Cool. It's a statue. What in the world? Looks like my grandma. Oh my god, this music. Oh my god, this like reminds me of this game. Oh my god. I played this, the last time I played this game, I was like 14. So the volume slider is an active character in Nancy Drew games. Yes. Yes, it is. An interview with Prudence Rutherford. Wait, why does that sound familiar? Prudence Rutherford? How did a New York society woman like yourself end up in Topeka, Kansas? I don't care, Prudence. Oh, wait.
Topeka Commission for the Arts. How cultured.
How cultured? Rutherford, we have theater, symphony, and other 20 art galleries. I organize the St. Patrick's Day Parade, the Corn Growers Ball, and I sit on the board of the Topeka Convention for the Arts too. This is the capital of Kansas after all. Woo! Miss Rutherford, art appraiser, is thrilled to be featuring your fire ruby necklace in this month's issue. Please tell us about this extraordinary piece of jewelry. The necklace originally belonged to Herbert's mother, Hester, rest her soul. We never got along. Oh, but those rubies really did blaze like a burning ring of fire around her neck. Why? We never got along. Why is that even? Why? I felt like, hold on, it was overpowered. I felt like I was going to be strangled whenever I wore it, so I decided to add a piece for my own family to balance out the energies and, you know, make it my own. The heck? This jade carving came from one of his most groundbreaking digs at a Mayan ruin in the Amazon jungle. I believe this year was 1898. Yeah, carved, it's a real thing. Carved by real Mayan hands. And she wore it as a necklace. Uh-oh, I think I left the stove on. It's me every day. Okay, alright, cool. Is there anything else? No, I think that's it. Okay. Okay, nothing else to click here. Nothing else, just real live people photos. Hi, Dale. Oh my god. We got Finding the Maya, Lost Civilization, something. Okay. Okay, what is this? Major contributions. Okay, so these are all the contributors.
Topeka Commission for the Arts. That's the organization Prudence Rutherford works for.
Yes! Man, Nancy, why? Can't keep... Peter Piper? Picked up pail of pickled peppers. Nancy Drew fan 1, 2, 3. Interesting. I'm trying to back out, darn it. Yeah, there's a lot of Nancy Drew games. There's a lot. We're only on the 6th game? This is the sixth game? Pecked up pickled peppers? Is that it? Yes. So, is there anything else? I don't know why we're seeing this. Okay.
Come in.
Oh, this is her office. I'm silly. Okay. All right, what is this? Oh, this is the admission area. Traveler's Guide to Beach Hill Museum. Where do I get my list of tasks? Where'd she say I have to go? Ooh, a clue. Addenda to the monolith. Beach Hill shall make 2 payments of $250,000. The first being paid upon execution of this contract, the second being paid 30 days after the delivery of the property. The duration of the loan shall be 90 days from the opening of the exhibit and no more than 200 days total. Wow, that's really expensive. During the period of the loan, Beach Hill shall have the exclusive rights to reproduce images of the property for the following derivative works: postcards, posters, potions, t-shirts, coffee mugs, and keychains, and mouse pads. Beach Hill shall assume full liability in the amount of $1 million for the property for the duration of the agreement. Joanne signed this. Alejandro did not. Interesting. Oh, I gotta keep it. Is that why they said that they couldn't afford people? Because of this monolith? I hope it's worth it. Okay, so I can either go to the exhibition hall or I can leave. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. The Washington, D.C. Metro map? What in the world? Cool. We go to the Pentagon. The Colonial Hotel. Is that where she is? Okay, wait.
Good thing Franklin gave me the museum key.
Let's keep looking around, maybe? Let's look around the arts. We are not gonna look at this right now. Oh my god, that's terrifying. Mostly accurate even today. Oh, is it? Hi, broski. We're gonna just look. Just take a look, guys. Because we'll be here for hours, trust me. Who were the Mayans? This is about their arts and crafts. We got the kings, about the kings. We got the gods and kings. The language. The rituals. We got a back door. Ooh, okay, let's get some water. Ha! Is water. Ha! Y'all should write that down. Hi, Ty. Where does this one take place? Washington. We're in a museum. We are volunteering and helping them out since they are broke. Oh my god, we can just go up here. Oh my god, I forgot. Okay, and there's all of this. That's scary. We got these guys, and do we have 2 of these? Oh my god. Okay, there's 2 of them. Welcome to the Beach Hill Mayan Mystery Temple. With the help of museum guide, you will learn not doing the quiz right now. There's a door here, but we need a code.
It needs a card.
Oh, a card. Needs a card. So we won't do that yet. Trust me on this, chat. Okay. So let's go back to the water room. Let's go in here. There is the outside. Wait, let's go to the outside. Let's go to the outside. Look. Oh my god, this music. It's like we're in a real Amazon rainforest jungle thing. This has like a lot of information. Oh, is this the monolith? Oh my god, I don't know why that scared me. Oh, there's footsteps. Oh my god, who's gonna attack me?
Nancy Drew, or should I say, Detective Drew. I'm Sinclair.
Hello, Sinclair. Thank you, Agent.
Who told you I was a detective?
I was at a meeting with the BOD recently, and I caught wind of your appointment and your credentials. Very impressive, if I do say so myself.
Oh, look at his tiny little mustache. Is it too loud? Do I need to turn it down? The volume goes up and down like crazy in this game. I should say. Oh, Twitch and the Amazon. Yes. The BOD.
The BOD?
That would be the board of directors, those cranky old cats. They do keep the ducks squared away around here, I'll give them that. So, how's this for a specimen? Ever seen $1 million worth of rock before?
I mean, do diamonds count?
Diamonds count?
Ouch. Well, they did say you were sharp. Seriously, though, thank goodness you're here. I'm afraid the museum may be in terrible jeopardy.
Oh, no. I can't change the volume right now, so you're gonna have to listen to loud mouth here. Because I can't, my cursor cannot go above this rectangle. Oh my goodness. Sozetta, thank you so much for subbing. Welcome to the fairy family. We're so happy to have you. Hello. Hello, thank you for using your Prime. The only peak this man has hit in his life is his volume. Evan, come on. This guy, look at his tie. He's snazzy. He looks like he'd have fun. Some people are a little loud.
What kind of jeopardy?
Joanna told me to butt out, but I'm so fond of Beach Hill, I just hate to see it fall prey to scoundrels.
Scoundrels?
What scoundrels?
It's a sensitive subject. Meet me in my office later and I'll explain everything then.
Where's your office?
707 Bing Cherry Boulevard. I've got to go. Enjoy your first day at Beach Hill.
Okay. All right.
Dear Dad, greetings from the new deputy curator at Beach Hill Museum in Washington, D.C. I miss you.
Okay. Is that a little better? Well, we'll have to see. Sir, your address is in a grocery store. Wait, what? Did you look it up? What do we do here? Looks like chunks are taken out. Jeez. It is
Looks
old.
like this side is missing a part.
There's a missing side. We can really inspect this sucker. Okay. All right. What else? What else can we do? Ooh, look at the floor. We can go over here too. See, they have a lot of these things, so get your notebooks ready, guys. We're gonna be writing down a lot. Not right now, but eventually, yes. And you know what? I might remember stuff. I'm gonna be honest with you. I might have a memory, because I remember spending hours upon hours in this place listening to this stupid animal chirping, whatever. The bird. I remember. How do I get back? I'm trying to... There.
It's locked.
Oh, it's another card. I regret hitting enter. Oh, is this stupid joke about being cherries? Maybe I just didn't understand it. I was just telling Adam that bird chirping sound played constantly in the Amazon Trail game. Did it? Okay, let's skedaddle. Let's go to that other room. And we'll go talk to that guy later. Oh my god, so vicious. Door opening. What is this? Shipping, receiving, and then wait. Oh, and then laboratory. So let's go in here first. Oh my god. Okay, yep, I remember that thing. BH1403. Okay, we can't open that, but it wants us to open it later. So keep that in mind, chat. Just keep it in mind. I don't think you have to write it down, but just keep it in mind. Oh, this is another one. It can never be that easy. Okay, what's over here? Anything I can take? Oh, it's a clipboard. Covered bowl, ceramic, Diego de Landa, ornamental carving, something, mule figure, early something, figurine with bird head, and then Mano and Metate, maybe? Guna Matata. It shows how long we're gonna loan it for. Is that how all museums are? You have to loan everything out? What's this? Bubble wrap. Liveries. Okay. Anything over here? Johnny's stuff? Oh, Sunny's stuff. Ooh. Perfect. Ooh, I'll take that too. Is anything else I can nab? Ooh, another container. 11704. Is Jai here? Yes. Why? What is this game about, Kylie? It's about the Mayans. It's a detective game. The master of codes and numbers has arrived. Oh yeah. Ah, Jai. That means we have to look at this with a laptop. Okay, let's go. Is there anything here? Nope. Okay, let's go to the laboratory.
You must be Nancy, the new deputy curator.
Yes.
I'm Henrik Vanderheun.
Oh.
Pleased to meet you. What are you working on?
Just some light housekeeping.
Why are you wearing that mask?
Oh, these dusty old
COVID.
artifacts are murder on my allergies. Anyway, what can I do for you?
Oh,
Joanna turned me loose without too many instructions. Do you have any advice for me?
Well, As you've probably heard, the museum is closed in preparation for the exhibit, so you'll have free run of the place. Please explore. The sooner you get to know your way around, the better. Think of the lab as your home base, your center of communications. Anyone who wants to get in touch with you will leave a note or a voicemail here, so check in often. I'm very busy with my work, so you're going to have to be pretty independent, but I suspect you wouldn't have it any other way.
A note or a voicemail? But like where? Huh? I don't care about the mask thing. I'm just sad he isn't shirtless. Wait, what? Why do you want to see him shirtless? Demi? He seems ripped. Wait, what? What? Where'd it come from? Was not expecting to read that. Was not expecting to read that. He might be a time traveler. He kind of looks like that one actor. Oh my god, I'm really bad with actors' names though. I can't even think of a movie he's in. Come on, guys, y'all gotta help me out. He's an older guy. He's known for being a smooth talker. Tom Holland. Nope. Nope. Matthew McConaughey! Wait, that's it! Wait! Wait. Yes, right? Hold on, let me double check. Oh my god, that's it. That's exactly the actor that I was thinking of. Oh my god. F-Fin, what in the world? Alright. Yes, that's it. Doesn't he remind you of Matthew McConaughey? Right? Okay, we all agree. So maybe that's why you want to see him shirtless.
I'm curious about your work. How do you go about translating a glyph anyway?
It can be a complicated process involving research, piecing lots of different elements together, and a healthy dose of guesswork.
Oh, okay.
So there isn't a
like
definitive
this guy.
dictionary of Maya glyphs where you can look things up?
Oh, I'm afraid not. You see, glyphs are so intricate and full of subtleties that multiple meanings may be embedded in a single glyph. So 3 distinct-looking glyphs may all translate to mean sunshine, roughly, but with different nuances.
Oh.
There's so much we still don't know. Lucky for me, I guess, or I'd be out of a job.
See you around, Henrik.
I suspect you will.
He has a very pleasant air about him. Lab, instruction manual. Hey, this looks like the book from... we were in the library. I don't know. This looks familiar. A Dyna Ham Model 2000. Oh, it's the same company. Okay, so this is about Morse code. Morse code. They reused this. I think this was also about Morse code. Okay. That's the same company product, right? Okay. Right. What was the game that this was in? Okay, so if we want to learn about Morse code, we need to go to the laboratory or Google. I think there's anything else. Oh. Chaco Canyon Cultural Center. Sheila Schultz, director. Okay. Her card is on here. Can we open this? Oh.
It's locked.
Oh.
It's locked.
Darn it.
It's locked. It's locked.
Darn it. Okay. Alright. Fine. Oh, Morse code.
I shouldn't be messing around with this without permission.
Oh, okay. Buy milk! We're gonna need that one of these days. Yeah, I'm thinking this is the Morse code thing we're gonna need it for. We're definitely gonna have to decode some Morse. It's okay, we're gonna learn how to do Morse code, chat. This is gonna be great. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be great. Fantastic.
I need to find another piece.
What? Oh, it took it out of my inventory. Oh, okay. Oh. Okay, I have to find another piece. Apparently. I have no idea where to look, but we will keep looking. Is there anything over here I can touch? Analyzer I can't read that. Do not operate without
I shouldn't be
permission.
messing around with this without permission.
Dang it, Nancy, you read. Oh, the periodic table. Oh my god. We're gonna have to learn about this stuff again. Ooh, what's this? Vendors, framing tools, order ASAP, Silvio's curatorial bonanza, sale on bubble wrap. Silvio. Account number BH11K9K. Okay. Oh. The microscope doctor last serviced. Dr. Bob. Dr. Bob. Is that what it was? He says they did. It's locked, it's locked, it's locked, it's locked like a million times. Wait, Bear was taking notes while him and Kat played a Nancy Drew game today. Wait, y'all played a Nancy Drew game? A true meme lord. That's amazing. Oh, check a voicemail often. Okay.
You have no voicemail. Press 9 for an outside line.
Press 9 for an outside line. Whoa, what is this? Assistant curator. Oh my god, look at this. Sony was here. Yummy chocolates. So, sort out shards of pottery and reassemble. At lab workstation. Well, the problem is we can't do that yet. Switch out plain knobs on display cases with Mayan themed knobs. I don't remember doing that, but apparently I'm good.
I didn't finish it yet.
Priority, bring addenda to Monolith loan agreement to Alejandro Del Rio at the Mexican consulate for signature. Oh, I have that. Okay, good. We just need to go there. Order bubble wrap, packing tape, and sticky labels. Okay, we'll just call after. Match recorded narrations to appropriate displays in the main exhibition hall. You'll need headphones for this. Okay. That one's gonna suck, just letting you know. Reorder Maya numbering. No, both of these are gonna suck. Restock laboratory supplies, clean exhibition display cases. Okay, those are all good. So let's call for bubble wrap. What was the number? 202-555-9963. I wonder if it will save it for me.
You have no voicemail. Press 9.
I can't remember. Chat, can y'all write that down? There are 2 ends there? What's 2 ends? Oh, you're playing the haunted carousel? Ah! Oh, I have to hit 9 first?
You have...
No, I get Franklin Rose. We don't even get our boyfriend anymore? Did Ned and her break up? Okay, hold on.
You have...
You have to add a 1. Sunny, not Sony. Maybe just... Maybe the last part? Maybe no one? Stay away from the voicemail.
Silvio's curatorial bonanza.
I'd like to place an order, please.
Have you ordered from us before?
Yes, I think so. We have an account number.
Okay, good. That saves me a lot of paperwork. What's the account number?
BH119K.
BH119... BH119K? Beach Hill? Are you serious?
That's right. I'm the new deputy curator, Nancy Drew.
Well, whoop-de-doo, it's Nancy Drew. But Silvio's curatorial bonanza no longer does business with Beach Hill.
What?
I've sent all 6 of the outstanding invoices to a collection agency. And you jokers won't get another packing peanut out of Silvio Jr. ever. Do not call here again.
That's a little awkward. Let's call Franklin Rose. Whoever this is. I forgot. He does not sound
Jackson
happy.
and Rose.
May I speak to Franklin Rose, please?
Who may I say is calling?
This
What
is
a bunch
Nancy
of
Drew.
jokers.
What
a
a
minute,
bunch
please.
of jokers.
Nancy, great to hear from you. How's the internship treating you? Are Joanna and Henrik showing you the ropes?
We need money.
So far, so good, I think. There's a lot of work to do before we launch this exhibit, but somehow we'll pull it off.
Glad to hear you're settling in.
Internship.
I'm off to a meeting, but feel free to call me if you have any questions.
Thanks, Mr. Rose.
That's what I'm here for.
Okay. Well. Can't. Oh my god, I actually crossed it off. I wonder if we should let her know. What is that? What is that? Oh my god. Oh my god, I remember ordering a Nancy Drew game. Yeah, like, not even that long ago. And they actually gave me this in the package. It was a chocolate bar and they had Cocoa Kringle on it. I thought that was so cute. Okay, I don't think there's anything else I can touch, is there? I don't think so. Okay, we need to figure out why we're not able to pay them. Is it doorknob? Okay.
Greetings.
I'm not sure what to do with those shards of pottery Joanna left for me.
Play around with those pieces until you've reconstructed the pot they
Well, I
once
need to
were.
find the other piece.
There may be a few extraneous pieces. Likewise, you may find yourself on a scavenger hunt for a piece or two, if I know Sunny June.
Oh.
I'm not sure how to go about rearranging those exhibit narrations.
It's really quite simple. Check out the Convermatic auto narrator in shipping and receiving. You'll need some headphones. First determine which of the exhibits in the main hall could rightly be called Exhibit A. Change Exhibit A's narration number until you're seeing what you're hearing, or hearing what you're seeing, and it's all downhill from there.
I'm supposed to order more packing supplies, but the company says they won't do business with us anymore. Does Beach Hill have bills it can't pay?
No comment.
Excuse me, sir? Sir, this is a matter of importance.
But Henrik, how am I supposed to get this order taken care of?
I hereby absolve you of that task. If Joanna wants things shipped, she can stuff them into garbage bags for all I care.
Dang, okay.
Can I give that ham radio a try?
Absolutely not. The radio is a tool, not a toy.
Two.
One has to be extremely careful about the kind of information one sends out over the airwaves. And I do not have time to monitor you. And besides, the vacuum tubes have been terribly fussy lately. If another one blows, I think I'll go mental.
Vacuum tube? Wait, really, Adam? Wait, what? That's what you used to do when you were younger? The radio is the only way we can speak to the Mayan aliens. True.
What is the Spectro X Archeo analyzer for?
It's used for identifying chemical compounds that are found on artifacts, traces of ink, blood, charcoal, and other substances. The beauty of the machine is that it can collect these traces without damaging the artifact in any way. But it cost us a fortune, so don't fiddle with it unless you get Joanna's permission.
See you around, Henrik.
That will be fine.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay, let's leave. How the heck am I gonna get the last piece? Let's go talk to Joanna and be like, hey, so we broke? Question mark?
Come in.
Wait, what time is it? How long does she stay here for?
How are the tasks coming along?
I know what to do with the shards. I don't know where to find the shards.
I'm not sure what to do with those shards of pottery in the lab.
Henrik can help you with that.
I'm not sure what to do with those exhibit narrations.
Henrik can help you with that.
What else can Henrik help me with, Joanna?
When did Henrik come on board?
I got an email from him one day saying he heard the news about Beach Hill getting the monolith. He said he'd drop everything to come here and translate those glyphs. He was even willing to take a pay cut. What could I say except giddy up? You're hired.
And should we tell her about them?
Where was he working before?
At the Chaco Canyon Cultural Center in New Mexico.
I've got work to do.
Carpe diem.
Carpe diem. Carpe diem, chat. Carpe diem. Blow a vacuum tube to progress. Got it. Henrik seems straight so far, though. I don't think he did whatever the crime is. Yeah, Joanne is 100% sus because she ain't paying anybody. I don't know what to feel about the other guy that snuck up on me. He snuck up on me. I mean, that's pretty much a no-no, so he's the killer. Here we go. I need...
The knob is missing.
Oh! There we go. Let's get some headphones. Okay, so we need this for something. What is this? Finding the Maya. Bleh. Mayan glyph or road. We need to write this one down, and we need to write the one for water down. Who is our Mayan glyph person today? Carpe diem, seize the day. Hello, Diggler. We need to draw that. Yes. Please. What's the water one? Oh, just kidding. We don't need to draw it. Apparently, I can just take it. I'll go to the water one. Okay, this is the water one. It looks like a person peeking over. It looks kind of like an airplane window, and then these are the people. I don't know. That's what I first saw. Hi, Becca. It's going good. How are you? Happy Sunday. I was already drawing it. You can keep drawing it. I just can't make it bigger now. I drew it too. Oh, you guys are... Gosh, you guys. Okay. You can screenshot it. Fine. Okay, so this is A. Does it go A, B, C? Okay.
The Maya used different methods to represent numbers. Here is an example of the numbers from 0 to 19.
Okay, so we have to make sure all of these exhibits are correct in what they're saying. I hated this so much as a child. Okay. All right, so we have to figure out where does Exhibit A even like start? Or we can say screw that and come back. Let's do that. Let's come back. 'Cause 2 things, 3, 4 things. We got Taylor Sinclair's office and the Mexican.
I don't think he'll be there at this hour.
Oh.
I don't think he'll be there at this hour.
Oh, okay. Well, let's make it be the next day then. Hello, bro. What Zelda is this? I took a Sharpie and traced it on my screen. That works. Wow, look at our own hotel. Oh my god, we can call Bess here. Oh! Togo! Oh my god, precious. Dad's friend Franklin Rose asked me to volunteer as an assistant. Wait, what is all of this? Is this just notes? Okay. The museum is preparing for exhibit. Includes a monolith. Meet my boss, Joanna. She showed me the museum's prized possessions. Pimple. The keycard door locks should work if all the levels activities were solved. Don't to forget to put my card in to get credit. What? Meet art dealer Taylor Sinclair, who helps museum purchase artifacts. Concerned about the museum, should go talk to him at his office. Sony diskette. Information on the diskette may help me with my task. So I have this, so I have to look it at. Museum epigrapher Henrik. Oh. Why is everyone's phone prefixing 555? Wait, that's actually true. Can somebody write this one down? I guess we have to call them. Hi, KG. Summary of the game. The Mayan calendar. I'm not actually sure what the crime is in this one. It just seems like intern work in a museum so far. Yeah, so far. I don't know. I can't remember what happens, but the title of this game is Secret of the Scarlet Hand, so I'm guessing it has to do with a murder. A murder? A murder is going to happen? Scarlet Hand? Bloody Hand? Blah, blah, blah. I was asking about what this was. A game. Anyways, pottery in the lab needs to be pieced back together. Some pieces are missing. Need to bring papers about the monolith to the Mexican consulate. Prudence Rutherford was a member of the Topeka Commission for the Arts, which is a donor to the museum. See if Franklin knows her. Be sure to check in with Bess and George. Oh, that's how. Crap. 1, 2, 3, 4. I feel like some... Am I spelling Kringle wrong? Because that's the... I think that's the... That's the cow. I had Coco. Is it K-R... Oh, chocolate. Oh. Password? Like Alice say? Ah! Brilliant. Brilliant. We'll have to come back. We don't know it. Huh.
I need a disc.
No, you don't. Okay, this will change the time. Is there anything else in here? Okay, well, let's set an alarm for 8 a.m. Chocolate milk? Oh, should we try chocolate milk? I can try before we leave. Do you think it's one word? Here, I'll try one word. Okay, well, we tried. I think it's totally okay that we don't know what the password is. Not yet, at least. Okay. So let's go to the consulate. Do you think it rhymes or something? I feel like they'd make it obvious. Yeah. Just felt like it was trying to tell us. Consulado General de Mexico. It's your duty. Establishing legal provenance. A work of art may travel great distances and change hands many times during the course of its lifetime. Typically, legal transfer of ownership happens either as a sale, an inheritance, or a gift. This reminds me of the business class I had to take. There's a rainbow outside. Take a photo. Provenance documents are an important means of establishing an artwork's authenticity as well as confirming the legality of its ownership. They show the geographic, personal, and commercial route of a work of art. That is, they identify the date of each exchange, the names of the people involved, the circumstances of the transfer, and the location where the transaction has taken place. Ideally, an unbroken chain of ownership can be traced all the way from the artist's workshop to the present day. Frequently, though, some documents are missing. The art dealer or museum curator has no way of knowing how the artwork has been exchanged during these gaps in the record. When this is in the case, the legality of present-day ownership becomes suspect. Okay. I don't know why we need to know that, but thank you. Oh, crap! Ah! Okay.
How may I help you?
Red! Hi, Bailey! Did you choose Master Detective again? That wasn't an option. Just Senior. Junior and Senior were the only options.
Hi, I'm Nancy Drew, the new deputy curator over at Beach Hill.
So, you're Joanna Riggs' newest pirate in training. How does it feel to join the ranks with the modern-day conquistadors?
Pirate in training?
Conquistadors?
You had better brush up on your history, young lady. When the Spanish explorers invaded Mexico, they became known as the conquistadors, or conquerors. They robbed the indigenous peoples of their wealth, not just their gold, but their artwork, their sacred objects. Anything they did not steal, they burned to the ground.
I don't think he likes me.
Alejandro, I understand that many crimes were committed in the name of exploration, but that was hundreds of years ago. What does this have to do with Beach Hill?
There is more. In the 19th century, archaeologists discovered the ruins of ancient civilizations predating even the Aztecs. Many of the dig sites were robbed, and the stolen artifacts were sold off to art museums and collectors around the world. Today, finally, it is illegal among most civilized nations to remove an artifact from its native country. But sadly, there are thousands of precious antiquities with highly questionable provenance floating around the Western world.
Heck. He's the Scarlet Hand. The shirt gives it away. This guy is kind of attractive. Yes, he does have an air about him. Red passion.
But Joanna only wants to display this artwork, to celebrate it, so the public will be able to enjoy it and learn about your people's great talents and achievements.
If the American public wants to see our art, they should come to Mexico.
What do you mean by questionable provenance?
An artifact's provenance is the story of its origin and ownership. For example, how it made its way from a temple at Chichen Itza to a museum in Washington, D.C. If the artifact's provenance reveals that it has been stolen, then that artifact must be returned to the country of its origin.
Okay, don't get your panties in a wad, man. I'm just trying to get you to sign this paperwork.
So the problem has been remedied, hasn't it?
No, not at all. Provenance documents are often tampered with or forged to cover up the theft. Because of this, thefts continue and a great deal of art is moved on the black market even today. Unethical art dealers and greedy museum curators do nothing to stop this.
I don't think he's gonna want to sign my contract.
And to you, these people are no better than pirates, is that right?
If Joanna Riggs or that overstuffed pillowhead Sinclair had any decency, they would take measures to see that all Maya artifacts were returned to Mexico at once where they belong.
And what if these measures are not
I know he's
taken?
very
My country will have its due, Nancy, even if I have to begin reclaiming its artifacts with my own two hands.
I see. Well, I should probably get going. Here are the changes to the loan agreement for the monolith. I just need your signature, please.
I'm scared to put my hand out there. He's gonna bite it.
I guess I should give him the contract.
Thank you. I have some business with Joanna at the museum later, so I will return the contract to her then, after I have looked it over.
Are you sure? I don't mind waiting.
You may consider your mission accomplished.
Well, okay then.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Overstuffed pillow head. I like that.
Buenos dias.
Oh, I can still keep talking to him?
Do you consider Henrik a conquistador, along with Joanna Riggs and Sinclair?
Henrik is a student of my culture and my heritage. I'm not trying to buy and sell it. We don't agree on everything, especially not baseball, but I have nothing against him.
Wait, how does he know him? Okay. Alright.
Why did Mexico choose to lend the monolith to Beach Hill and not some other museum?
Joanna Riggs outbid
How many
everyone.
rows of
I
teeth
had
does
no
he have?
idea a small museum like Beach Hill could afford such an expensive arrangement.
I should get
She
back to the
fired
museum.
everybody.
Adios, Nancy.
I'm crying laughing. Wait, what happened? Mentioning hands, red shirt. I know, it's very
Buenos
obvious.
dias.
I should get back to the museum.
Goodbye.
Baseball. That's the thing that he has against him. Okay. Alright. Well, he was not a very happy person, but that's okay. Moving on. We did our job. Taylor Sinclair's office. This is very unique.
It's about time. Oh, my fears are like maggots infesting my poor old carcass. Want a cookie? They're from Oaxaca.
What? What? That was a lot to take in there, buddy. Excuse him. I know, right? Want a cookie? They're from Oaxaca.
Thanks, but I'm trying to cut back. Now, what's going on?
The
Okay.
art world is being ransacked, Nancy. Prudence Rutherford, a major patron of the arts, had her fire ruby necklace stolen from her villa in Topeka. 2 weeks later, a whole display case full of rare Maya artifacts was heisted from a museum in New Mexico.
Oh!
Do you think there's a connection between the two thefts?
Who knows? I'm just telling you, this community, our friends and colleagues, my people are being systematically trounced by thugs. Who's to say Beach Hill won't be next? You've got to do something.
What am I gonna do, bro? I'm a child. Backs up slowly. Oaxaca.
Does Joanna share your concerns?
I've urged Joanna to approach the board about making some security upgrades, but she just keeps saying that the timing isn't right to ask for money.
I understand your concern, but
Well,
what can I do to
never.
help?
We need your eagle eyes. We need your bat ears. We need you to sniff out the stink of trouble.
But I have allergies.
I appreciate the vote of confidence, but I'm just a detective, you know. I'm not bionic.
Don't play modest mouse with me.
Are you an animorph? Voluntary security guard now. Apparently, what in the world?
Okay, no more flattery. Hey, that's an interesting piece, there by your desk. Something tells me it's not a Maya artifact.
How about that rubber shark? The artist's name is Poppy Dada. She's a teenager in South Dakota. The art world is going bananas over her stuff. I'll unload that one for some serious dinero.
Okay.
Is Poppy Dada her real name?
I don't know.
That was so random to ask him, but okay. Hi, Jonah. I'm guessing she pops up later or something. Poppy Dada. That's where the band name comes from, a Nancy Drew game.
Joanna says you performed an
Band?
act of wizardry in helping Beach Hill acquire the Pakal carving.
Getting those provenance docs together was a pig and a half. Oh, they're on the up and up, I assure you. But to have been at the height of my career back before the crackdown, those were the days.
What crackdown?
Maybe sometime I'll tell you a sad story I call How Mexico Lost Its Sense of Humor. Not today, though, Nancy.
Okay.
Alejandro says you're unethical.
I don't
a
either.
modern-day conquistador. That you're robbing Mexico of its cultural history.
And I say Alejandro is the real bully of the playground. A lunch money extortionist who loves nothing more than to see the other boys and girls go hungry.
When you sell a piece of art, what kind of commission do you get?
Standard, 10%. It's no king's ransom, unless of course you sell something for $1 million. Too bad I'm not allowed to put that monolith on the market, huh?
Well, that wasn't sus.
I'd better get going.
Keep up the good work.
Gonna keep that one for later. Weird piece of art. Turn your lights off. Okay, oh right. Greedy man, yeah. Alright, let's go back to the museum. Let's talk to Joanna first, maybe?
How are the tasks coming along?
Why did you become a museum curator?
I became a curator because I want to help make artifacts available to as many people as possible. That's all that matters, isn't it? Unless you're Alejandro Del Rio.
Do you think Alejandro would go to extreme measures, like stealing, to reclaim Mexico's artifacts?
Who knows?
I've got work to do.
Go to it.
Okay, was hoping to get a little more from her, but alright. Alright, where are the exhibits? Are these the exhibits? Ick. How do I know which one's A? And which one's B? They have the audio. Oh my god, I can open this? Oh my god, I'm stealing. I'm stealing. Oh my god, I can't put it back. Oh my god, I'm stealing! Well, joke's on them, it's mine now. Nobody will see that.
It's locked. It's
well,
locked.
yeah, it's... We're gonna be rich! How do I know which one's A and which one's B? I remember having this struggle because I never knew.
It's locked.
At least the other ones are locked, I guess. I'm just looking around right now, chat. Or maybe they're in here? Huh. We steal all the time in RPGs. Oh my god, I can't believe I did that though. Just casually just walked up and took it. Is there anything else I can take? This girl is me right now. Like, I can't believe I freaking just stole something. I guess I might as well check.
Just one more tile.
Oh! I'm not stealing. I'm putting these back. Yeah, Nancy, you scared me for a second. I didn't take you for a common thief. And thank you for the 2 years. Holy cow! Thank you. That's very sweet of you. Hello. How are you? Well, where's the next one? Darn it. And the last one. Last piece. Huh.
In addition to adorning themselves with jewelry and costumes, the Maya shaped their bodies to heighten their beauty.
Okay, let's go back to the thing. So anytime there's an audio...
The Maya used different methods.
So oh my god, I just got so like quiet for a second. Good night, UX. Have a good night. Just borrowing it. Yeah, I guess so. So I don't know. I don't know how to know which one is A. Darn it. That's the troubling part. And this is Sony's stuff. Oh my god. Wait, what's going on? Oh my god, what? That scared me! Wait, I'm gonna touch all this stuff now.
I shouldn't be messing around with this without permission.
Now that everybody is distracted. Oh my god, it scared me.
I shouldn't be
Darn
messing
it,
around with
okay,
this without permission.
I'm fine, Nancy. Oh my god.
Beach Hill's been hit. Sit tight, Nancy. The police are on their way.
What? That was terrifying. We were just here. And we had the Mayan artifacts in our pocket.
I should talk to Joanna before I touch anything.
Oh, they stole this, what was ever in this thing. It just scared me. I'm like just casually relaxing, trying to solve puzzles. And then, wow, wow, wow.
Come in. Someone has cooked up my worst nightmare and served it to me on a plate.
I'd like to have a look at the crime scene myself. Did the police turn up
Final
any
Fantasy
clues?
X glass shattering
The police
vibe.
took some samples for the crime lab, but they couldn't promise any overnight results. So if you want to put your little magnifying glass up to the scene, it's fine with me.
Great. I'll let you know if I find anything.
Go to it.
All right, let's inspect it. There you go with the Scarlet hand, guys. This game is about thievery. What the heck is that? Pakal artifact. This unusual jade relief features an intricate representation of Lord Pakal, one of the greatest rulers of the Maya classical period. Both the origin and function of this highly stylized piece are unknown. So the necklace had a jade relief? And now this thing had a jade relief, so it got stolen. Both got stolen. And there was something else at the New Mexico area that got stolen. I'm betting it's, you guessed it, jade.
I am Lord Pakal, ruler of the mighty kingdom of Palenque. All those who come before me witness my power.
Lord Pakal is considered the most influential ruler of the Maya civilization. Cultural, scientific, and military achievement flourished under his reign. As with all Maya kings, very little is known about his personal life, since all written inscriptions dealt solely with public achievements such as wars, battles, coronations, births, marriages, and deaths.
Dang. Okay. Alright, should we go talk to this dude? Is he here? He's not here. He did it. What? Is this lady narrating okay? I think so. Okay, so what do we think A is? This, maybe this first? Who were the Mayan? Maybe that makes sense. Okay, range of the Maya. All right, chat, so it begins.
Although the geographic range of Maya cities is well known, it is difficult to determine the range of Maya influence. Some experts believe the Maya may have traveled as far south as the Amazon and as far north as North America.
Maya ruins, like the one featured in this photo, can be found throughout southern Mexico, Guatemala, and western Honduras. Even today, new cities are being discovered by archaeologists. So I'm thinking A is about just the Maya ruins, maybe? Can I take this one too? No? Okay. Don't let the police see this. Is there... Oh, and this is another one. Oh, shoot. There's two here.
Although the geographic range of Maya cities is well known, it is difficult to determine the range of Maya influence. Some experts believe the Maya may have traveled as far south as the Amazon and as far north as North America.
Wait, this one's messed up. This one's about tools of the trade. What? This is about the ham radio. What? Okay, so one of them is right. The other one is wrong. Okay, so we need to go and fix that. Oh, okay, so this is how we do it. Okay.
Although the geographic range...
Okay, so we think that one's right.
Maya scribes recorded the official...
Archaeologists work in some of the most remote areas of the world.
Ham.
Ham radios are often...
So I think this one's ham. This one's 5. I think.
Archaeologists work in some of the most remote areas of the world. Ham radios are often the only means of contacting the outside world. HAM is an acronym for Handheld Amateur Radio. Ceramic bowls...
The Maya were Lady Zach?
I am Lord Pakal.
The Maya kings were often in a protracted state of war. Strange, supernatural...
The date on this slab, the 4 miniature gods clinging...
Ritualized bloodletting was a
The Maya ball game was a religious activity.
In addition to adorning themselves with jewels...
Maya
I'm just listening to all of them.
recorded the official history of the kings and...
The Maya used different methods to represent...
Although the geographic range of Maya cities is well known, it is difficult to determine the range of Maya influence. Some experts believe...
Archaeologists work in some of the most... Ceramic bowls...
The Maya were Lady Zach? Although the geographic range of...
Okay, let's see if this fixed it. I just want to double check that I'm doing this right before I continue. We basically just have to match. We have to match these.
Although the geographic range of Maya cities
this
is well
the
known,
range, so this is good. Okay, does this one match now?
although the geographic range of Maya cities is well known, it is difficult to determine the range of Maya influence.
So I guess we just have to find which one is using that one. Ham is C.
Archaeologists work in some of the most remote.
Although the geographic range of
Archaeologists. Strange.
I am Lord.
Although the geographic range of
Maybe
Maya
it's
cities
F.
is well known,
Archaeologists work in some of the.
although the
I'm
geographic
just gonna leave that. Okay, let's see. I didn't want to change too many things. Okay, let's see if this works now. F. Since that makes sense. So this one works.
Archaeologists work in some of the most remote areas of the world.
Oh wait, what?
Ham radio.
although the geographic range of Maya cities is well known, it
Okay. Why is it so confusing?
although the geographic
So maybe this one's
Archaeologists work in.
Ham? The ruined one is Exhibit B. Ham is A.
although the geographic range
Okay. Alright, let's see.
Archaeologists work in some of the most remote areas of the world.
Okay.
Ham radios are.
There we go. Okay.
Archaeologists work in some of the most remote areas of the world. Ham radio.
Okay, they're both ham. I'm about to go ham on this game. Ham is C. I think ham was A.
although the geographic range of
Strange.
I am Lord.
Archaeologists work in some of the most.
although the geographic
Alright, let's see. Maybe it was A and F. Stop it. Maybe ruins is 5. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That makes no sense.
Archaeologists work in some of the most.
although the geographic range
Okay.
of Maya cities is
How
well
is
known,
this F?
it is difficult to determine the range of
But okay. Maybe it's like A, B, C, D, and then E, F or something like that. I don't know. I'm gonna go with it though.
Ceramic bowls, such as the one featured in this exhibit, may have been used as vessels for burnt offerings of incense or corn. This bowl was either dedicated to or used to supplicate the god of war, Balak.
That seems right. So that one's good. Still doesn't make any sense though. Or maybe it go. Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't make any sense to me. Was I supposed to draw that one? Yeah. Draw that one. Just. Maybe I should be reading this. I forgot. We should also be reading this stuff. The term Maya refers to a group of Mesoamerican Indians from the region of southern Mexico and northern Central America, noteworthy for their cultural and scientific achievements from 1800 BC to 1500 CE. Maya society was comprised of a complex system of nobility, priests, warriors, workers, and slaves. Hi, Rosa. Thank you for the 16 months. Hi. How are you doing? Maya arts and crafts. The Maya were renowned for their functional and stylistic expertise in pottery, painting, and architectural and jewelry. Artisans worked with a variety of materials, including clay, jade, gold, limestone, and wood. The variety of tools and materials used by the Maya demonstrate a complex and thriving trade system. Told you guys you're gonna learn about stuff today. You're gonna learn! Maya kings. Maya kings not only ruled their people's political and military affairs, but their religious practices as well. Kings were considered to be divinely appointed by the supreme god Itzamna. While the majority of kings were male, there were several notable exceptions, including Lady Kanal Akal, who ruled for over 20 years. A dang straight. Kinich Jana Pakal, also known as Hana Pakal, Pakal II, Pakal the Great, or Lord Shield Pakal. Pakal, whose name translates to shield, was born in 603 CE and ascended the throne in 615 CE. At the age of 12, considered both a priest king and a military ruler, Pakal claimed divine descent and ruled the great Maya city-state of Palenque for 68 years until his death in 683 CE. The 11th ruler of Palenque, Pakal was responsible for the majority of the city's construction. His ancestry and accomplishments are immortalized in Palenque's temples and palaces, especially the Temple of the Inscriptions, which was the primary sacred site in Palenque, and later the shrine for Pakal's tomb. Pakal was buried wearing the jade death mask you see here to the right. The mask was meant to distinguish Pakal as royalty even in the afterlife. Much of what we know about King Pakal and the Maya civilization over which he presided has been pieced together by translating the glyphic inscriptions on his tomb. Oh geez. Okay. Pakal's ascension. In this relief, Pakal's mother offers her son the divine crown for his ascension to the throne. Lady Zakuk was a powerful figure in Maya history and the established Pakal dynasty.
Lady Zak Cook ruled Palenque before her son ascended the throne in 615 CE. Maya tradition required that the kingship be handed down from father to son, but Lady Zak Cook broke this custom by establishing herself as a deity. This gave her the power to justify the new royal lineage. Because his mother had been deified, Pakal often referred to himself as the first true king.
Wow, that's funny. I don't know if any of this is true. I'm just gonna assume it is because I don't have time to look this up to know if it's right. But I don't know why Nancy Drew would want to be faking children of knowledge and making all of it up. You're a god, and I am not. This is where the songs come from. She established herself as a deity.
Lady Zak?
Okay, so this one works.
I am Lord Pakal, ruler of the mighty kingdom of Palenque.
This one might be okay. I don't know. Maya gods. Religion played an important role in Maya society. All scientific progress was impelled by the priests' need to understand and manage the sacred forces of the Maya universe. Different gods represented aspects of Maya life, from basket weaving to calendar days. Even today, little is known about the role or, names of the gods represented in Maya artifacts. Okay. Maya gods. The deities depicted in this exhibit are the rain, moon, and sun gods.
The Maya were pantheistic, believing in many gods who ruled over different aspects of Maya life. Chak was the god of rain. Ishel, goddess of the moon, presided over childbirth and basket weaving. Ahau Kin represented the sun.
Okay, that one sounds right. That one's fine. Three masks depict the corn god, Yum Toltecs, the jaguar god Xbalanque, and the sun god Aukin. Didn't they say the sun god in here?
The Maya were pantheistic, believing in many gods who...
Calendar stones. The Zolkin calendar stones used to compute the 260-day ceremonial year. Mayan calendar. So far, all of them sound like they're right? She's real according to Google? Cool. You remember from Tomb Raider? We're learning from video games. Who'd have thought? Most customs and rituals were based on religious practices and played an important role in Maya daily life. Some, such as the wearing of earrings, are considered by our culture as ordinary, while others, such as bloodletting and human sacrifice, are seen as barbaric. Many ancient Maya customs are practiced today by the indigenous peoples of northern Central America and southern Mexico. Okay. This one has it. Ceremonial ball game.
The Maya ball game was a religious
right.
activity as well as a spectator sport. Players would propel a rubber ball through a small stone hoop using their thighs, hips, and forearms. It is believed that the players were often sacrificed after a game.
But why? Because they performed poorly? Or because they performed great? Oh my god, can you imagine? This is gonna be your last game of your life. Play it like your life depended on it. God. For real? Imagine if we did this in tennis. Alright, replicas of body shaping devices. The Maya use these devices to change their appearance. Oh.
The date on this slab uses the Tzolk'in, or divine calendar,
this one's wrong.
made up of 20 weeks. The date on this slab uses the Tzolk'in, or divine calendar.
This one needs to be, the Tzolk'in one needs to be about body shaping. So, we have to find it though. I have no idea which one it would be.
Strange.
Although the geographic...
So I think it's none of those.
The date on this slab
this one.
uses the four miniature gods clinging to the...
Ritualized bloodletting was a common practice among the Maya. In this panel, 3 captives wear garments of...
The Maya ball game.
In addition to adorning themselves with
one.
jewelry and costumes, the Maya shaped their bodies to heighten their beauty. Beads were dangled in front of infants' faces to encourage crossed eyes, a trait considered attractive to the Maya.
So if you were cross-eyed, it would be considered attractive? Interesting. Let's see if I did
In
it.
addition to adorning
Yay!
themselves...
It worked! It worked, it worked, it worked. Soken Masayoshi? Soken? Imagine in like bowling or golf. They would bowl your body down if you didn't score at least 180. Or I can't remember what the maximum is. The Maya writing system is the most advanced ever developed in the New World. As with Egyptian hieroglyphics, symbols represent either sounds or concepts. Maya is considered a distinct linguistic group, and several modern variants exist today, including Quiche, Shakil, and Ikixil. Sorry, I am butchering this, not on purpose. What is this? Maya scribes. Scribes played an important role in Maya culture, and some were elevated to prominent social positions. The Maya writing system used logographs to represent either sounds or ideas.
Although the geographic range of Maya
wrong.
cities is well known, it is difficult to determine the range of Maya influence. Some experts
Scribes played an
believe the
important
Maya
role.
may have
Maya
traveled as
writing
far
system
south
used
as the
logos to
Amazon
represent sounds or
and as
ideas.
far...
Okay, well, let's go find this one and fix this one first. I like doing it one at a time, otherwise I get too confused. Has to be like
Although the geographic...
Archaeologists work in some of the most remote ceramic bowls.
The Maya were pantheistic.
The Maya used different methods.
Maya scribes recorded the official...
Okay, let's see if it was B. I don't know how to know. Wait, it would be over here, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Maya scribes
Okay,
recorded
this
the
one's
official
B.
history...
How the heck? Whatever. We got it. We've got that going for 2 or 3 of our family members. Some beautiful baby boys. Oh, Maya number 1.
Strange supernatural creatures, sometimes
Okay, Maya
called
numerical
monsters,
notation
played an
using
important
both
role
the bar
in
and
Maya
dot.
mythology.
Okay, this one's wrong. No wonder people got this one confused. Doesn't make any sense.
Strange super...
The date on this slab uses the Tzolk'in, the 4 miniature gods clinging...
Ritualized...
The Maya ball game.
In addition to adorn...
Maya scribes...
The Maya used different methods to represent
Although the geographic...
Ritualized...
The 4 miniature gods... The date on this...
Strange super... The Maya kings were often in a...
I am Lord...
Lady Zach... The Maya were...
Ceramic bowl. Archaeologists were...
Although the
The Maya used different methods...
Do you think it's this one?
The Maya used different methods to represent numbers. Here is an example of the numbers from 0 to 19.
Maybe this is right.
The Maya used different methods to represent numbers. Here is an example of the numbers from 0 to 19, from top left to bottom right. Notice how some numbers are represented with bars and dots, and some are represented with pictures.
Looks like a doctor. Okay. Alright, that one's good. Did we write this one down? Inkwell, ceramic plate. Maya scribes use a variety of writing tools, inks, and inkwells. Note the logograph for ink inscribed on the plate. Ink. It looks like a foot under a table. Okay. So that one's done. So now we gotta go over here and continue. The Rutherford slab. The famous British explorer Archibald Rutherford discovered the piece in 1884 within the Palenque Temple. The text on the slab commemorates Pacal's ascension, token date of 6 women.
In addition to adorning themselves with jewelry and costumes, the Maya shaped their bodies to heighten their beauty. Beads were dangled in front of infants' faces to encourage crossed eyes, a trait considered attractive to the Maya.
That's enough. Hold on. Okay. What is this one supposed to be about, though? This Rutherford? Pacal's ascension? Okay.
The Maya kings were
The Maya were...
In addition to adorning themselves with jewelry and costumes,
The Maya ball game was...
Ritualized bloodletting.
The 4 miniature gods clinging to the vision. The date on this slab uses the Tzolk'in, or divine calendar, made up of 20 weeks each with a name.
Strange supernatural creatures, sometimes called... The Maya kings were often in a protracted...
I am Lord Pacal, ruler of the mighty kingdom of Palenque.
But then that means that the other one is wrong. Right? Because this one...
I am Lord Pakal, ruler of the mighty kingdom of Palenque. All those who...
Oh, the one that mentions the dates? You think so? Okay, maybe. Yeah, maybe it's the date one.
I am
Lady Zach Cook, the Maya were
ceramic bowls. Archaeologists work.
Although the geographic range...
The Maya used...
Maya scribes...
The Maya used different methods to represent...
Maya scribe...
In addition to adorning themselves...
The Maya ball game...
Ritualized...
The 4 miniature gods clinging to the date on this slab uses the Tzolk'in, or divine...
Okay, I'm thinking it's that one. Marriage between Shield Jaguar and Lady Zoc represented in this piece. Lady Zoc offers a shield and Jaguar helmet to her betrothed. Where's the shield? Okay. Okay, here's another one. Oh, Bird Jaguar. This panel is one of several commissions by Bird Jaguar and details his capture of a Kahal or prominent local nobleman.
The Maya kings were often in a protracted state of war with local Kahals. Here, Bird Jaguar stands to the right as a captured lord kneels at his feet. The Kahal holds a broken umbrella, a gesture typical of a supplicating captive.
It's supposed to be an umbrella? Okay, so that one's correct. Lady Zoc vision. This lintel shows Lady Zoc, Shield Jaguar's wife, celebrating her husband's ascension. Kneels with her hupil tied around her knees. Hupil is a traditional woven Maya blouse that holds both symbolic and ceremonial significance. The Maya believe that hupils had magical power. I don't see it. But okay. Sculpture. Oh, we should draw this one. This looks like a domino. The seated figures are a royal couple whose detail is unusual for this area. The function of this artifact is unknown, but may have been part of a throne. Inscriptions reveal that the piece was dedicated to the goddess of the moon. TZAM throne. Okay. Where's all the hearing pieces? Stela of Noble. Little is known about this relief. It depicts a nobleman standing on a captive. Note the elaborate headdress and capes containing references to Tolok, the rain god. Oh, okay. Oh, here's another one. Okay. Oh! Oh! I found the next piece! The bicephalic altar. This altar was dedicated during the reign of the 16th ruler of Kopan, Yaxash. The focal point of this artifact is the large two-headed crocodile. This creature is called the bicephalic monster, and it represents the continuous cycle of death and life. Okay, this one's probably the monster one.
Although the geographic range of Maya cities is well known.
Okay, so this one needs to be fixed. And I'll come back for this one after. Okay, so the geographic one needs to be... I think it's this one.
Maya scribe. Although the geographic range of Maya cities is...
Has to be the monster one.
Although the
Maya used...
Maya scribe.
In addition to
the Maya ball...
Ritualized...
The 4 miniature gods... The date on this slab...
Did we ever use this one?
The 4 miniature gods clinging to the vision serpent are the headband... The date on this slab uses the Tzolk'in, or divine calendar, made up of 20 weeks each with a named day, and 13
Stop
weeks
talking.
each with a numerical
Wait,
day.
apparently I did it.
The two types of weeks.
Thank God. Okay. Alright. Did it! Well, did I really finish? Did I really finish?
Strange supernatural
I guess
creatures,
so.
sometimes called monsters, played an important role in Maya mythology. These monsters were often associated with the earth, caves, or mountains. The bicephalic monster, sometimes called the celestial or cosmic monster, may have represented the sunrise or a long journey.
We still have to know this stuff because there's a quiz. You thought we were done.
Ritualized bloodletting was a common practice among the Maya. In this panel, 3 captives wear garments associated with bloodletting. A variety of instruments including stingray spines, thorns, and bone awls were employed for this activity.
Whoever voiced that part, it sounded like she was really having it. Lady Zoc Vision Lintel. Lintel 15 represents Lady Zoc engaging in a ritual-induced hallucination. An ancestor appears in the mouth of a vision serpent. She's hallucinating! Get it on stone! Hi, Sir Swings! Thank you so much for the 31 months! Hello! I guess I am knocking out the to-do list. I remember that taking like so long when I was younger, because that part was just painful because we could never figure it out. But now I understand why I couldn't figure it out, because they labeled this stuff horribly. So yeah. Is this guy back? No. Here, let me write it, mark it off. There.
I'd better check to see if I'm done with
Reorder
that.
Maya numbering is exhibit. Okay. So we should do that now, because I found the last piece. Thank you, Adam. That's gotta be Nancy's voice actress, right? No. Maybe. I don't know. It wouldn't be her voice actress. It'd be somebody else, right? Oh, shoot. What? Wait, what? Well, how the heck am I gonna know? What? What? How am I gonna know what's 0? This is 0, maybe? 0. What would be a 1? How? We'll figure this out later. Because I have no idea how to know. Alright, let's go up here. And, y'all learned everything about the Mayans, so I expect you to do amazing. Welcome to the Beach Hill Maya Mystery Temple. With the help of a museum guide, you will learn about the Maya culture and maybe even discover the hidden tomb of Pearl King Pakal. Use your temple key card to play the different games on each temple level. Once you finish every activity for a level, your temple key card will unlock the entrance to the next level. Good luck. How do I get... Oh my god, and this is what's so bad about it, is you have to type it. And you can't use Google, chat. We didn't have Google back then. We had what's called AOL, so we would have to totally like boot it up just to figure out what it was on the internet. So no cheating. We didn't do it as children. That means you can't do it. How was Final Fantasy X? Amazing. It was so fun. Yeah, they said present day. AOL. But I feel like we need a key card in order to do that. So hold on, let's go talk to what's her face.
Come in.
I wonder if she'll teach us anything.
Need something?
Can you explain how you want me to reorder that Maya numbering exhibit?
Check with Henrik on that.
But Henrik's gone!
Have you seen Henrik? I found a piece of paper inside the Pakal display case. It had some glyphs on it and a print of a red hand. I'm hoping he can give me a translation.
What am I, fish food? Henrik's not the only one around here who can read a glyph, you know.
Sorry, Joanna. I thought I was supposed to go to Henrik with all my glyph questions.
The police showed me the note. It said, "The magician suffers yellow death," whatever that means. Apparently, the thief just couldn't come up with the glyphs for "The curator suffers flaming purple disgrace."
The magician suffers yellow death? That sounds very creepy.
I'm curious about the red handprint the thief left. Does it have any significance in Maya culture?
Afraid I can't help you there. What I want to know is what the hand was printed with. It's obviously not finger paint. Why don't you do a little analysis on it in the lab?
Oh, okay.
I haven't seen Henrik since the theft. Where do you think he could be?
Who knows?
Girl, you would think that you would be concerned about that. Maybe he is the thief. What? What? Okay, all right. Your person that you are paying to do work is missing. Okay, so she wants us to do this. Please insert sample and press start. Okay, start.
Okay, I've got a graph of the chemical used for the handprint. And now I've got to match it up with a known substance.
You need to speak louder. Oh. This. Oh wait, I guess I was supposed to hit match instead of compare.
That's it.
HGS. HGS.
That doesn't work.
That was so loud. HG. What is HG
According
again?
to this chart,
Mercury.
HG stands for mercury.
Yes, and S stands for sulfur. Mercury and
so
sulfur.
The handprint was made from mercury and sulfur.
Mercury sulfide?
I'd better check to see if I'm done with that.
I'm not done with it because I don't know how to do the number system. Nancy. Mercury sulfide.
Come in.
Is that poisonous?
Come in.
Maybe.
Need something?
I did the chemical analysis you suggested. That red hand was printed with a compound containing mercury and sulfur. Does that mean anything to you?
Sure, cinnabar. The Maya would rub it into their most important carvings to add definition to the artist's lines.
Carvings.
Where would a person get a supply of cinnabar?
We use cinnabar here at the museum the same way the Maya did, to keep things as authentic as possible. Henrik orders those kinds of supplies, but we've been out of stock for quite a while. The last I heard, there was some kind of holdup with the distributor.
Henrik orders those kind of supplies? Interesting.
I've got work to do.
Semper ubi sabubi.
I think we got our next, God, this game is just gold, man. Simper Ubi Sabooby! Don't let the turkeys get you down. Fight the power. Don't be afraid of scary people. I can't remember that one. I love Simper Ubi Sabubi. Wait, what? I don't know. Simper Ubi Sabubi, guys. Ever heard of Simper Ubi Sabubi? Simper Ubi Sabubi. Simper Ubi Sabubi. Oh my god. I have to send that. I have to send that to my friend. Crap. Hold on. I need to go back so I can spell it correctly. Is she gonna say it again? Don't accept any wooden nickels. Technically always wear underwear? What?
Need something?
Watch out for weird people.
Got work to do.
Go to it.
No, she didn't say it. Say
Need
it.
something?
I've got work to do.
Bye. Need something?
I've got work to do.
See you around.
No, you're supposed to say it. What are you doing?
Need something?
I've got work to do.
Semper Ubi Sabubi.
There we go, I got it. Semper Ubi Sabubi. How do you even spell that? Semper Ubi Sabubi. For Ubi Sabubi Sabubi. What does that even mean? Semper Ubi Sabubi. Let's call... I think I need to call this number. Yeah. 505-555-1222. I'm gonna just try the 555 part.
You have voicemail.
Oh.
Press 0 to retrieve.
Nancy, hi. It's Franklin Rose. I'm calling because it's just... This theft is very bad news for the museum. You can't imagine the limb we went out on to acquire that Pakal carving. It's been one of the museum's main attractions. I don't want to take you away from your internship, but if you can do a little investigating, well, I think I speak for the whole board when I say we'd be very grateful. Give me a call when you have a chance. And Nancy, thanks.
To replay messages, press 0. Press 9.
Hold on before. What I'm wondering is after Breath of the Wild 2 comes out, what's going to be next for Zelda? Is open going to be the new direction for Zelda? Will we ever get another traditional 3D Zelda game? I hate to break it to you, Silver, but when Breath of the Wild 2 comes out, that's it. That's it for the Zelda franchise. Like, it's completely gone. Like, there's not going to be any more Zelda games after that. So...
You have no... I do not understand that function. You have no... You have no voice...
Harley Quinn should keep her day job. Oh, there's a note. Nancy, something's come up and I'll be gone for a bit. Oh, your mission in the meantime. Run through the temple activities to verify that all questions can be answers based on info available elsewhere in the museum. We don't want a little rascal rebellion on our hands when the exhibit opens, now do we? Oh, that's Henrik. He's back. Also, I'm kidding. The next Legend of Zelda game is going to be exactly like this. It's going to be a point-and-click puzzle mystery solving game. Detective Link. Looking for Princess Zelda. Point-and-click mystery game. And guess what? Nancy Drew is going to make a surprise appearance. Is that the end of the timeline after all? What does he have against little rascals? I don't know. Also, I'm totally playing around with you. I hope you know that I'm not trying to be mean. But I would play the crap out of that game. Just saying. That would be fun. I have no idea what's coming out. The thing is, they are so creative. I'm excited whatever they end up coming up with.
I need to find another piece.
I still don't know where this other piece is, gosh darn it. Also, I need to call this number. Am I like dialing it wrong? I swear this was something we needed to do. Okay, I guess we should call that other guy.
Boswell, Jackson, and Rose, how may I direct your call? This is Nancy Drew, calling for Franklin Rose, please. Just a minute, please.
Nancy, hello. Do you have any news?
It's nice sarcasm, though. I hope. I mean, at least that's what I'm trying to come across. But sometimes, you know, it's, you know, people translate things differently. I think,
Not really, but something tells me this case is going to get complicated.
Oh, Nancy, you zero in on a case like a heat-seeking missile, don't you? I feel so much better knowing you're going to follow up on every lead. I'll help in any way I can.
Thanks, Mr. Rose.
That's what I'm here for.
but that's it? The heck?
Boswell, Jackson, and Rose, how may I direct your call? This is Nancy Drew.
How is that
calling
supposed
for
to help
Franklin
me?
Rose, please. Just a minute, please.
Nancy, to what do I owe the pleasure of this call?
False alarm.
False alarm. I'll call you later.
Not a problem, dear.
We should save. We haven't saved in a while. Okay. All right. Oops, I alt-tabbed. My guess is they can make Link sleep 100 years and make a new story. Well, I mean, every Zelda game is gonna be... I don't know. Honestly, my brain is dead. Every Zelda game, it's like... Ooh. What is all this? Anyways, every Zelda game is like it's like a new generation of Links and Zeldas. So that's what will happen. I cannot. My brain is just like shut off. I can only focus on Nancy Drew tonight. And I guess being sarcastic. No Coco Kringle for you, buddy. Notes. I hate that BUL game. It's all random. Or is it choosing when I pass when the computer passes 4 pieces of corn? Different than dice. Try Pascal's triangle. 1 in 3 frequency of 4. The aliens did it. 2 Mexico artifacts. Only drew Alejandro. The Beach Hill Gang. Blah blah blah. Stop losing my things. Blah blah blah. Stop breaking my stuff. Quit daydreaming. Get to work, Sunny. Oh my god, is that supposed to be Joanna? What she's got up her sleeve. Ooh. Hurricane Sunny, yeah. So who is this guy again? Like, did he used to work here or something? I had to come back in here to find out why Hank said the new Zelda was going to be like Nancy Drew. Saw Sinclair the other day. Warning, never look directly at Sinclair's tie. That's funny. Oh, the audio narration thingy is gonna be so much work. Luckily, old Hurricane Sony managed to borrow Joanna's notes for this project. Oh my god, this would have been so helpful! Are you kidding me? Must distract Joanna only after her coffee break. Are you absolutely kidding me? Darn it, that would have helped me earlier. Shoot. Must surf web, sigh. Sure wish the lab had a computer. I just have to check out the latest alien adventure games. www.justadventure.com. Somebody should look that up. If only someone would make a game about the mana and toss and some aliens, UFOs of course. Sunny's latest adventure game is #1. Temple in the Sky. Yay. This museum gig is such a boring job. Uh-oh. Joanna found out about the stinky cheese incident. Big trouble now. I wonder who ratted out on me. It must have been that Coco bandit. Oops. I hear Storm and Joanna coming over. Better hide this. Well, darn it, Sunny. This would have been so helpful. KOKO-KR. I wonder if that's like the password. I'm gonna try it. So I have to verify that the questions are all correct. Bruh. Alright, well. I'll do that in a second. I'm gonna go to the hotel and try to get on the password thing. This is actually an alien adventure game review site. What the heck? Wait, it's real? Wait, it's real? Wait, really? It didn't work. I'm disappointed. I couldn't put a dash. I typed a dash, but it wouldn't let me put one. Maybe? No. No? Okay. Wrong game. Okay. I still don't know. Still don't know the password. Is there something on the wrapper? I think it said Eminem. Looks like it hasn't been updated since 2019. That's so crazy. Okay, so we have to answer these questions.
I should put in my temple key card. It needs a card. It needs a card.
I don't have a card, Nancy. Should we do this one? When it took so long to load, I thought it was going to snag a niche Nancy Drew domain. Guess we haven't had any new alien adventure games since then. I guess not. Try your hand at this ancient Maya war game. The object is to capture all of your opponent's warriors by... Wait, can we also just pause real quick? The fact that this website is actually real, and then the creators of Nancy Drew took their time to create a website, which I'm assuming they created, just to add it in their game for a cute little Easter egg. Sort of Easter egg. You know, like, no other games put this much care into their game. Well, they do, but like, this is in a different, cute, wholesome way, you know? Right? Right? Oh, it's very possible they didn't create it? Oh. Well, way to burst my bubble, Zane. Do you have any other bubble bursting comments? I think only movies and TV shows are legally obligated to make sure any mentioned website exists. Any more? This site was out before this game. Okay, never mind then. Try your hand at this ancient Maya war game. The object is to capture all of your opponent's warriors by bumping off his/her pieces by landing on a square occupied by them. Each player has 2 turns. You must roll the corn dice on your first turn, but can pass on your second turn. Wait, is this the... If a warrior runs off the playing field, he will return from the opposite direction. You will play the orange warriors on the left, and the computer will play on the blue, okay?
Hey. Hey.
What?
Hey. 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 Hey.
Am I winning?
Hey. Hey. Wow.
Cat.
Hey. Hey. Hey.
What is supposed to be happening?
Hey. Hey.
Oh my god, he killed me. What is the sound effects?
Hey. Hey. Hey.
Am I supposed to land like exactly on his player?
Hey. 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 Hey.
The heck?
Hey. 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 Hey.
I guess I just have to get lucky.
Hey. 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 Hey.
I can see why Journal Guy rage quit this.
Hey. 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 Hey.
I don't even have a key card.
Hey. 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 Hey.
Oh my god. Yeah, I don't get credit with that one. But didn't he say that we have to finish the quiz or something? I'll come back. I'm probably going to need to anyways. Someone had to report the income from these sounds on their taxes. Yes. Pacal ruled over which city in present-day Mexico, chat? It's the only city in Mexico that I know. All right, let's go see. Cal was a king. Tijuana. How do you know? Did you look that up on Google? Where did you see Tijuana? I'm guessing.
Lady Zach Cook ruled Palenque before her son ascended the throne
We have to
in
figure out
615
where
CE.
Palenque.
Maya tradition required that the kingship be handed down from
I am Lord Pakal, ruler of the mighty kingdom
Maybe it's
of
Palenque.
All those who come before me witness my...
Maybe it's Palenque. Let's try it. Oh, it's Palenque. Wait, that's what? Genius. What is the name of Pakal's mother? Oh crap. Lady Zok Tuk. Lady
Zach Cook
Zach
ruled
Cook.
Palenque.
Zach. Wait, how do you spell it?
Lady Zach Cook.
K-U-K. Z-U-C-K-U-K. Do I have to type it all over again? What is the name of the calendar? The Zulkan. I remember that. What is the name of the supreme god in Maya mythology? It starts with an I. Don't answer it, chat. Tolkien. I think I remember. Unless y'all remember. Oh, it's there it is. It's Zama. It's Zamna. Z-A-M-N-A. I-T-Z-A-M-N-A. Mama Pakal. Oh. I spelled it wrong. What is the name of the modern Mayan language? I don't know. Mayan? Maya? No. I said Spanish. Let's go look. It looks like the website did review of the Nancy Drew games back in the day. Found the review of Secrets of the Scarlet Hand for 22, and they mentioned the journal. Wait, what? They did? Language. Hold on, there's a language one. Language. There's 3 options. Can y'all write all 3 of these down? I don't know which one I need to choose. I've heard quiche before. Pizza? What? So it's a peace tribe. Wait, did y'all write it down? Pains me that I have to write this every time. Wait, how do you spell it again? Dang it. O-L-K-I-N. Oh, it's Ixel. You've completed the quiz! You have already solved the other activities. You may now use your temple key card to descend to the next level. Well, problem with that is I don't have a key card. Bull Puzzle, the ancient Maya enjoyed board games just as we do today. One of the games that they played was called Bull. In this game, players throw 4 dried corn kernels to move their piece along a continuous game board. The kernels are burned on one side, and each kernel that lands burnt side up is counted as 1 space. If none of the kernels show a burn on a roll, then the player pieces move 5 spaces. The goal of the game is to land on a space occupied. Oh, okay, so we were playing it right. Logograph matchup. The Maya were the only pre-Columbian culture to have comprehensive writing system. Like the Egyptians, they used symbols called logographs to represent either things or sounds. For instance, the word for shield, pakal, would be written as either a picture of a shield or the symbol for the sound pa and the symbol for the sound call. See if you can tell what each symbol or logograph means by matching it up with its correct definition. Information on these symbols can be found throughout the museum. If you've made a correct match, the button lights will stay on. And then this is the quiz. I need a gosh darn key card though. I'm guessing this is the sounds that you have to do. Like this is the game. I can't do it yet because I don't have a key card. So. Hi Roman, thank you. The Hylian Pakal.
It's locked. It's locked.
She's gone. All right, let's make it the morning then. These Nancy Drew games are legit. I know, right? I know, right? We still haven't found the other piece to this. And we still don't know how to figure out the number system. And we don't know the password. Where's the chocolate bar? At the grocery store? Maybe he can help us? It's in the drawer where I found the journal.
Hello, Nancy.
Do you know much about Maya glyphs?
You've got me there. I know Spanish, English, Portuguese, several indigenous languages, including Quiche and Nahuatl, but I have yet to learn the language of glyphs.
Quiche is how you say it. Quiche.
Have you heard? The Pakal carving was stolen from the museum.
Well, I heard the alarms going off, but it wasn't until Henry called me that I heard the news.
You don't sound very concerned about all of this.
I was running late. I just figured somebody tripped a wire and I kept going.
Whoosh. He can do it all.
I'll need to alert the police so they can ask you some questions.
I have diplomatic immunity, so I do not have to answer any questions. But I will because I have nothing to hide.
Diplomat what? Excuse me?
Don't you care about the disappearance of such a rare Maya artifact?
That artifact was lost to me as soon as it left Mexican soil. So my friend Pakal goes underground for a while until he is sold again. Suddenly, he turns up in Amsterdam or Hong Kong. Unless he is rightfully repatriated to Mexico, what's the difference?
That is one pretty dude. Oh, he pronounced it wrong, Jai? Quiche, it's not quiche. Quiche.
I should get back to the museum.
Goodbye.
Very sus.
Buenos dias.
I should get back to the museum.
Adios, Nancy.
Simperooey sabooey. So y'all said it means wear underwear? That's what it means? Bravo. Who? Yeah, nothing to hide. It's exactly what someone who has something to hide would say. Yes! This guy is gonna have a field day.
It's a fiasco, just as I feared. Oh, I'm sick about the whole thing.
Yes, your fears seem to have been quite visionary.
I was in the museum when it happened.
What?
Have you spoken to the police?
I told them everything I know. I mean, I coughed up my brains right there on the table.
So,
always
do you think
wear
this is
underwear?
linked to the thefts in Topeka and New Mexico?
That awful red hand was left on Prudence Rutherford's jewelry box in Topeka and on the display case in the museum in New Mexico. What's the chance they're not connected?
Oh. So wait, what language is that? What language is Simper Ubi Sabubi? Like, what is that language?
Do you know Prudence Rutherford personally?
Latin?
Oh, we saw each other at functions now and then. Poor Prudence. She adored that necklace.
Y'all know Latin? Wow. Y'all are talented.
What's the name of the museum in New Mexico?
The Chaco Canyon Cultural Center. They had a beautiful collection up there, worth a bundle, too. I appraised some pieces for them a few years back.
Why do you think the thief is leaving this red handprint?
To be a gruesome scoundrel?
The Pakal thief's glyph message translates to, "The magician suffers yellow death." What in the world do you think that means?
You've got me there.
This is
I'd
it.
better get going.
Thanks for stopping by.
These people are not helpful at all. Why does it keep letting me look at this thing? Ugly. Maybe Matthew McConaughey is back. It's Latin America. Hello. I don't know. Okay, let's talk to her.
Come in.
Is there anything else? Is there anything about like how to to do the numbers?
Need something?
Apparently, a Topeka woman named Prudence Rutherford has recently been visited by a red-handed thief, too. Do you have any idea how I might get in touch with her?
Afraid I can't help you there.
I've got work to do.
See you around.
Well, does she have a number here? This was where... That's her. Maybe we can call this 1-800-555-YATI. Maybe they would know. Alright, let's see if this guy is back. He's still not back. What the heck? I did what you said, my man. Maybe I have to do everything without a key card.
You have no voicemail. Press 9 for an outside line.
What is... Can't we call, like, Bess and George? Oh, mercuric sulfide. Wait. Let's call this, because then they say 202-555-6766.
You have now
Wait, what was it? Crap. I have the worst memory, man. 6766.
You have
Cause that's how.
Keep it real. Max speaking.
Oh my god, it worked!
Hi, do you sell a compound of mercury and sulfur?
Mercuric sulfide? Oh, we sure do. How much do you need? First things first. What account's this for?
Well, the account number is BH008P, but I'm not sure if we need any.
Well, hello there, Beach Hill. Hey, you're not Sunny June. Whatever happened to that guy? I suppose he caught a ride on a flying saucer, huh? What a riot. I'm sorry. Anyway, you don't need to reorder, do you? Unless you ate last week's shipment for breakfast, that is.
Last week's shipment.
You're sure it was last week?
Well, that's what it says here.
Do you know who placed that order?
Well, the initials on the order are JR.
Joanna. What's her last name?
Was the package shipped to the museum?
Oh? Oops, I guess we didn't ship it at all. It looks like the package was picked up here at the warehouse.
Oh.
So there hasn't been a holdup at the distributor or anything like that?
Hold up. Oh, I don't know where you heard that. We've got enough mercuric sulfide in-house to sink a ship.
Can you remember anything about the person who picked up the package?
I sure can't. Guess I must have been at lunch or something.
Well, thanks for your help.
Sure thing. I hope there wasn't any problem with the stuff, was there? We only used the top-grade mercuric sulfide.
Judging by the impression it left, I'd have to agree that the quality was fine.
Well, you sound a little green in the chemicals department, if you don't mind my saying so. I hope you know that mercuric sulfide is highly toxic. Makes you crazy.
What?
Well, I have heard that mercury poisoning can cause hallucinations and other symptoms of psychosis.
Oh, looks like I've got another call coming in here. You give us a call in about 4 months or so when you start to run out, okie doke? And don't forget to keep it real.
Let's call this guy. We'll call Ned in a second.
Boswell, Jackson, and Rose, how may I direct your call? This is Nancy
Keep
Drew.
it
Calling
real.
for Franklin Rose, please. Just a minute, please.
I know, so.
Nancy, to what do I owe the pleasure of this call?
I need to contact a woman
right,
named
he
Prudence
knows.
Rutherford. I noticed she's on the board of the Topeka Commission for the Arts and that they've donated money to Beach Hill. Any idea how I might track her down?
Well, you're in luck. It so happens that Prudence and I sat on the panel of judges for the Kansas Speak No Evil Mime competition for 3 years in a row. Back when I lived in Wichita. How's that for a small world?
You judged a mime competition?
Indeed I did.
Is that
I
a real
haven't
thing?
talked to Prudence in about 10 years. But let's see if I still have her in this old dinosaur of a Rolodex. Ah, yes, here we go. Got a pen? It's area code 785-555-7279.
Yeah. You write that down.
What's this all about?
I think Ms. Rutherford had a run-in with a red-handed thief, much like the one who took the Pakal carving.
Ha! You're a real pro, Nancy. Say, why don't I call ahead and let Prudence know what's going on? That way I can say hello and she'll be expecting you.
That would be great, Mr. Rose.
Not a problem, dear.
Did y'all write it down?
You have no voicemail.
Supertron, thank you for the 8 months. No? MIDI. Give me a second. Okay. Oh.
You have... You have...
727.
You have no...
Boswell, Jackson, and Rose, how may I direct your call? This is Nancy Drew, calling for Franklin Rose, please. Just a minute, please.
Nancy, to what do I owe the pleasure of this call?
Oops, false alarm. I'll call you later.
Not a problem, dear.
Maybe I just can't call her yet. Maybe I have to, like, wait or something. I don't know. Right? Like that. And I want to call this.
You have no voicemail.
Oops.
You have...
Right, Dale? I don't... Maybe... It could be that I see her in person. It's possible.
Come in. Need something?
I've got work to do.
Semper ubi sabubi.
I'm gonna start saying that to my mom every morning. Be like, good morning, Kylie. Semper ubi sabooby. What? Semper ubi sabooby. I wanna go to the Pentagon. My mom thinks I'm weird anyways, so it's not like anything would change. She'd just be like... Typical. Let's call this. These buttons are satisfying to press.
Hello?
Hey, Beth, it's me, Nancy. What's new?
It's pouring rain. George and I are in the middle of a heated game of Go Fish, and I'm winning. Don't believe a word she says, Nancy. Last hand, I made mincemeat out of her. Anyway, we don't want to make you homesick. How's the internship going?
Everything was going great until someone broke into a display case and stole one of the museum's most valuable artifacts, a jade carving of King Pakal.
Who was King Pakal?
He's considered one of the great Maya rulers. He reigned at the height of the Maya civilization.
So what happened?
Well, apparently the civilization was never quite the same after he died.
No, silly, with the theft. What happened with the theft? Who are your suspects? Do you have any clues?
Easy, ladies. Let's just say that so far, I have more questions than I do answers. But don't worry, I'm on the case.
There goes your low-key internship. Honestly, Nancy, it never will cease to amaze me how one girl can cross paths with so much trouble.
Taylor Sinclair and Alejandro Del Rio have both earned a place on my suspect
Wait,
list.
why?
Why?
Both admitted to being in the building at the time when the alarm went off.
Oh.
Did they act defensive about it?
Not really. They both act as though they have nothing to hide.
Do you think they could be working together?
Judging by Alejandro's opinion of Taylor, I highly doubt it. But then again, stranger things have happened.
Yeah, like in the 10th grade when Bess turned purple in the middle of her class presentation on greenhouse gases. George, would you kindly put a sock in it?
Ever since the theft, I haven't been able to find Henrik anywhere.
That's odd. Has anyone else seen him?
If they have, they sure aren't telling me.
Nancy, do you think he's the thief?
I can't imagine that.
Maybe he's just an accomplice. Maybe he loosened security somehow to make the thief's job easier.
It's possible, but Henrik seems to care so much about his work. Why would he want to hurt the museum?
Maybe he cares a little too much. She's right, Nancy. I'd give him the 3rd degree if I were you. Whenever he shows up again.
They're so good at making me not know who the heck it is.
Somehow, Joanna has gotten the museum into some financial hot water.
How'd she do that?
Yeah, and how hot's the water?
It's all very vague. I want to give her the benefit of the doubt. I mean, maybe she just overextended the budget a little in her effort to acquire the best artifacts for the museum, but
even if her intentions were good...
she may be feeling a little desperate to make some money back quickly.
Desperate enough to steal the Pakal carving, sell it on the black market, and collect the insurance on it too?
I know she loves the museum. Who knows what she'd do if she were afraid of losing her job?
She's a suspect. Definitely a suspect.
Detective Drew, requesting hint, please.
You can't complete that pot if you don't have all the pieces. Check inside the temple exhibit. Maybe you'll get lucky.
I'll talk to you later,
Wait,
ladies.
they actually gave me a hint?
Bye, Nancy.
Wait, check inside the temple exhibit? Maybe I'll get lucky? Okay, well, we found one in a box. Yeah, that's so weird. Usually they don't say anything. Right? Yeah. They make it hard for me to, like, not... I don't know. Maybe this is a temple key card. Maybe this is a temple key card, because, like, what else is it? You know what? I bet it is. I bet. You know? Oh my god, it was. Ink. This is where y'all's drawing skills came in. What is this one again? Water? No. Bottom right. This one is thrown. Oh, wait, this one. This one's thrown. Okay. I remember seeing this one. Mid left is road. What about this one? This one I think is like the pattern. I think this one's 19. Oh, I was right. Black. So this one is north. Oh, okay, so I need to know that I need to go back to the number thing. I know this one's 19. I'm amazing. I'm amazing. Crap. Oh, wait, I have to do the other one now. Wait, is this it? No. This one. Oh my god. This is gonna be so fun. all you can do.
Hut. 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 Hut.
Can you click on the cord? No.
Hut.
I can just click roll or pass. Oh, one down, one down, one down.
Hut. 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 Hut.
Two down.
Hut. 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 Hut.
Does this mean I win?
Hut. 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 Hut.
Professional
Hut.
gamer. You know
Hut.
it.
Hut. 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 Hut.
This game is bull.
Hut.
It is.
Hut. 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 Hut.
Come on, two. I win! I win! I am a winner! What? This is scary. To me. I found the piece! I found the piece! They were right! It wasn't the exhibit! I found the piece! Ooh, now we're on level 2. Getting to know, what was that? Yum Samil, Mayan god of death. Hey! Don't do this so fast. There's no rules over Mintnol. Okay, destroys of... oh, okay. That's creepy. Jawbone. Skeletal with rotting flesh. Eyeballs? Are those eyeballs? Oh my god. He steals bones and eyeballs of the dead to wear as jewelry. Oh, it has a death symbol. It's death. And there's bruises, black spots, infestation of disease. Okay, well that's absolutely terrifying. Oh god, that's even more terrifying watching it move. Whoa. That was way too fast. But thank you. What is this? Okay, hold on. Hold on, we're gonna look at everything before we do anything. Ooh, creepy. Is this another quiz? Is this another game? Congratulations, you reached level 2 of the Maya Mystery Temple. Remember to use your temple key card when you solve the activities on this level. Solving all of them will allow you. It's another quiz. And you thought we were done. Maze game offline. Enter the system login and then password. Oh, shoot. We can't even finish. Well, should we attempt the quiz? What is the name of one of Shield Jaguar's wives? Yeah, I don't know. I know she's outside. Okay, hold on. Before we continue the puzzle, or the quiz, whatever that other game is, we are gonna do this. This.
There, now I can start putting this together.
Already failed. Don't forget the card. I mean, we can always just like look it up and then like get all the answers and then add the card, but yeah, it's okay. Oh, whoa. Oh. Amazing. Oh. Oh, how, oh my god, I'm amazing at this. Oh, yes. Yeah. Look at this. Pro pottery expert.
That's done.
There's a hole right here. Is it really done though? Oh my god, it's done. Wow, we're amazing. Is there anything we can like get out of it? Okay. Look, I can do what he does, and I'm an intern. Yikes. Okay. We did that. Check, 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 check. So I don't know how the heck to do that one. We know that what the last one is though, the 19. Or at least I kind of know. Here, hold on. Let me look again. This is 19. It looks like a guy with a beard, I guess. Oh, crap. Either this one or this one. Maybe this one? What? It either has like a metal thing or not a metal thing, I guess. The metal thing? Oh, it is a metal thing. You're right. Jawbone guy. So that's 19. So that's the only one that we know. This is 19. 4, 5, I don't know. All right, well, let's go find Jaguar God or Jaguar wife. Lady XOC. Okay, Lady XOC. Also, is there anything else we need to do with this? You can't go in there yet.
The date on this slab uses the Tzolk'in, or divine calendar, made up of 20 weeks each with a named day and 30.
I thought that maybe help us with numbers. Lady XOC.
It's locked.
Which Mayan monster represents a continuous cycle of life and death? Oh, darn it. Is that a serpent? A snake? Am I just swell? Thank you. I don't know. I know where it is, so let's just go out there and see, I guess. La 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 la. This thing. Crocodile. Oh. Bicephalic monster? Maybe that's it. Can y'all write that down? Bicephalic monster, or maybe a crocodile? Bicephalic. I would not have guessed that right. Bicephalic. See, told you this game teaches you stuff. Can you see a bunch of like 13-year-olds that had like no patience playing a game like this? My friend could not do it. I loved it, keep in mind. Bicephalic. What did the Mayan call a decorative woven blouse? A hue. Oh, you know this? Oh my god, good job. I remember. Kahal. We heard this before. What is a kahal? We need a Mayan in here? No, we don't. A kahal. No. I can't even remember where we saw that. A kahal? It was on one of the plaques. Do you remember it was outside? In the main room?
Maya scribes recorded the official history of the king.
In addition to adorning themselves with jewelry and costumes,
The Maya ball game was a
Hi. Hello.
Lady Zach Cook ruled Palenque before her. The Maya were pantheistic.
Watch that be a quiz question. I think it was outside.
Although the geographic range of Maya cities,
The ham radio.
ceramic bowls such as the one featured in this exhibit
I'm thinking it's outside. Wait until you find out what it is. Well, we'll figure it out.
Ritualized bloodletting was a common practice among the Maya.
Ugh. Please stay on the path. it is. Heal kill. How the heck did you remember that?
The Maya kings were often in a protracted state of war with
A
local
prominent
Kahals.
local nobleman.
Here, Bird Jaguar stands to the right
Hi,
as the
Double
captured
Buzz. Thank
lord
you so much
kneels
for the
at
raid.
his feet.
Hello.
The Kahal holds a broken umbrella, a gesture typical of a
Can I
suffocating
just type
captive.
nobleman? Hi everyone. How was your stream? Hello. We're just playing some Nancy Drew. Prominent local nobleman. I'm just gonna type a nobleman or noble or something and see if it works. Hi. How are you? We're learning about the Mayans today. Oops, I just closed the door in my face after opening it. We already did one quiz. We're doing another one right now. What did you play? Lady Zoc. Oh gosh, I forgot how to type this. Oh man, how do you, oh, bye. Okay. And then, oh, it worked. What is the name of a Maya matchmaker? No, I can't find the answer to this in the museum. Wait, then how am I supposed to do this? Why is it a question then, right? Well, we can't do, how do you beat the game? Roll credits. The music. Have you played this before? I played this when I was younger, so it has a lot of flashback moments. Am I a matchmaker? It's an old favorite. Should we just wait for this one? Let's just wait for this one, because I don't know. And then this one's not even working. All right, why don't we try this one? Smooth. I win! Oh, you have to do it right each time. So it was 4, right? Okay, 4. Alright, maybe 4 again. No. I can't. Oh. You can move these on the side. Okay, so the first one is pi 4. Maybe try 5 mid or low. I'll do 5 low. Oh shoot. Low is really low. Yeah, let me try mid 5. Maybe. Oops, no! I like this little mini game. Shoot, okay, maybe mid 4. Maybe mid 4. You saw this in El Dorado? Alright, let's try mid 4. Gosh darn it! It's all just trial and error. Mid 3 is the second one. Mid 1. Oh, too far. Or too low. What do you think the last one will be? High 4. One high. Nope. We have too many combinations. Five mid. Yay! 5 mid. All right, last one. So it goes 4 high, 3 mid, 5 mid, 5 mid. Oh, and 6 low. Okay. Good job! Yay, we did it. Nailed it! Now we just have to find the Mayan matchmaker. I'm thinking we have to figure that out like some other way. Alright, so maybe it's time to call that one guy? That Prudence person, maybe? I don't know.
You have no voicemail.
Let's just give it a shot. Maybe I have to make it be the next day. Oh, 911?
Boswell, Jackson, and Rose. How may I direct your call?
This is Nancy Drew, calling for Franklin Rose, please.
Just a minute, please.
Nancy, to what do I owe the pleasure
No.
of this call?
Oops, false alarm. I'll call you later.
Not a problem, dear.
Didn't work. We can't call 911. Alright, let's go to, I don't know, maybe he knows some things about Mayans? 911? Oh, maybe. Do I have a favorite Nancy Drew game so far? My favorite Nancy Drew game has always been Message in a Haunted Mansion or Treasure in a Royal Tower. I just liked both of those when I was younger the most. I think Message in a Haunted Mansion is the one who actually oh, and Ghost Dogs and Moonlight. Both of those actually freaked me out.
Buenos
Both
dias.
of those.
Do you know what cinnabar is?
The red powder that the Maya used? Sure, I know it. They use it at Beach Hill too, do they not?
Cinnabar was used to make the red handprint that was left at the scene of the Pakal theft.
What is your point?
Joanna said the museum didn't have any, but the supplier said she ordered some last week.
Have you called the police?
I don't want to jump to conclusions.
Did you call the police?
Of course. Sister Joanna couldn't possibly be a thief now, could she?
I should get back to the museum.
Adios, Nancy.
Interesting. I didn't realize that's what she said. I forgot, I guess. Is your wife's favorite, but she calls those the golden age? Yeah. 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 It's actually very accurate.
Want a cookie?
The gold.
No, thank you.
Any news?
I'd better get going.
How
See
is
you
it
around.
so, like, what? With this guy? What's a cookie? It really is the golden age, because I feel like none of the games after that were, like, that great. No offense. Like, they like, scared me. Oh, yeah, Curse of Blackmore Manor. That one was a good one, too. Yes. Yeah. The golden age. He's like Ken with a tan. She's gone. Oh, I'm gonna snoop. Oh my god, it's blood. Ew, there's a finger. I'm just kidding, I don't know what any of this stuff is. And is there anything we can do? Can we like adjust this to see this better? Like, no wonder. Ooh. Snoop. Musea Cultural. BHE. Beach Hill. Order. Covered bowl. Figurine with bird head. This is the stuff that was in the other thing. Palenque. Ooh, I got a key. Ooh, I got a key. This is so bad. We could get fired. Is there anything else? What is the point of this? Why are they showing a cinnabar, maybe? No. Oh, you mean the stuff in the microscope? Probably. An order slip for the cinnabar? There probably is. I mean, this is copy 1 of 3. But I don't know what would be so different. Ooh. Province.
Who knew one piece of jade could have so much history?
King Pakal carving, ancient king of Palenque. Combination of Pakal shield glyph, the Lord glyph, and the Emix 1 disc on forehead. Unknown. First known record of ownership, 1940, given by Rupert Starr. Sold by Rupert to Felix. Sold at an auction by Peterson Estate to Beach Hill Museum. Transfer of title. May 4th, 1940. Rupert Starr hereby transfers title of the Pakal carving to the Serpentine Gallery. The carving is given in exchange for 37% of ownership of the gallery. Dang. John Greenberg. Okay. Sold to Felix from the Serpentine Gallery. Pre-Columbian artifact. $800,000. Guys, we need to go and try to dig up some rocks and see if we can find some rare artifacts because, man. Insurance. Jeez Louise. John Greenberg sold this to Felix. December 2nd, 1992. Dear Taylor, as you may have heard, my longtime clients, Felix Miranda Peterson, both passed away this summer in the heat wave. Felix was 89, Miranda was 91, and by all accounts they had lived Extraordinary full life. Still, it's too bad their air conditioning unit went on the blink when it did. I and all wait, they died because of the heat? Oh my god. I and all the citizens of Greenwich will miss them dearly. As you know, the Petersons had no children. Per their instructions, I am to arrange the auction of their estate and donate the proceeds to charity. As you may also know, the Petersons had a fabulous art collection, including several pre-Columbian artifacts that may be of particular interest to you. The auction will be held on February 7th. Official bill of state, a sale auction, a cow carving. Executor of the state hereby transfers title of the cow carving to Beach Hill Museum in exchange for agreed amount of sum of $1 million. What are they doing with all that money? They had no kids. What are they gonna do with that? Just charity, I guess? Charity? That's a lot of money. That was it. Okay. That's a lot. $1 million. Okay, so we have a key. I don't know what for though. Maybe to the desk? In here?
It's locked. It's locked. It's locked. It's locked.
What kind of key is this for? Feels kind of like a display unit case or something. Any ideas? By the way, here is the chocolate bar you're talking about, FN. I know, 1 million estate and no air conditioning. Apparently went out. Looks like a safe key. One of the cases in shipping and receiving. Oh, maybe. Ooh, maybe. This one had a code on it. By the way, this is the thing. Good guess though, but no. What kind of question is that? Lavache? What does that mean? My allergies are messing up all of a sudden. Lavache? Maybe I should type it into the computer. It's translated as the cow. Oh, it's fine. Don't worry, Jai. I'm just gonna cry myself to sleep since you don't know the answer. Lavache. Coco Kringle. Oh my god, it worked. Convomatic narrations. JR is hounding me to get this done, but I can't keep all of them straight. The headphones will help me figure out what is playing. Oh, well, you poo-poo head. I already did this stupid one. Dots. Oh! This will help us. Dots, bars, and gods. So, Sonny's, I'd rather be counting sheep guide to the Mayan number system. Okay, 0 looks like a turtle shell. Can y'all help me write this down? 0 looks like a turtle shell, but no turtle. 1 dot equals 1. 2 dots equals 2. 1 bar equals 5. So 2 bars, 2 times 5. Okay, so bar is 5, a dot is 1. Picture this. Each dot is an individual fingerprint, greasy from spicy wontons, and the bar represents the whole hand, like a set of 5 fingers. Okay. A bar with a dot next to it is 5 plus 1 equals 6. So 3 bars and a dot. 16, yes? Bars are usually vertical, up and down. Dots would be to the left of the bars. Dots would be the left of the bars. Here's the catch. If it doesn't look exactly like a dot or bar, it doesn't count. Squigglies, ovals, incomplete dots, crooked bars, chocolate bars, mini stars, horseshoes, shit, whatever. None of these count. Also, the Maya often put decorative marks next to their numbers, so just ignore anything that's not a bar and or dot. I repeat, anything that doesn't look like a plain old dot or bar is out. Easiest sleeping on the job, right? Not quite. Some gods also represent numbers. They're pretty tough to pick out at first, but they'll grow on you, just like mold on cheese. Rule of thumb. 1 Hun has fish lips, a really big nose, and a set of good teeth. Alright, so we have to look for Hun. He's a fish, a big nose, and good teeth. Y'all write that down, please. 2, Ka has a big hat with 5 fingers and a semi-oval in it. A big hat with 5 fingers and a semi-oval in it. My screenshot. Oh my god. Okay, it's fine. 3 Ox, it looks like a doctor. 4 Khan has his or her tongue sticking out. Okay. 5 Ho has wrinkles and a fancy hat. 6 wears an eye patch with an X in it. 7 wears rectangular glasses and small oval on the forehead. 8 has a curly forehead ornament and a peace symbol on the cheek. 9 Bolin has a beard or acne. 10 looks like death, no nose and removable jaw. Oh, and it has a removable jaw. No nose? Or maybe it means no nose or removable. No, it says, well, okay. And frothing at the mouth. Is frothing at the mouth and has 3 curly ovals on the head. 12, we don't know. 13 has a T on the cheek. I don't remember all of these, but okay. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 all look like the original numbers, but with the removable jaw of Lahun. Okay. Did y'all get that? Stuff to forget. We found the login password! S June Space Baby. Temple quizzes. I can't figure out the answer to the level 2 quiz question about the matchmaker, and Henrik isn't speaking to me right now. He's way too touchy about the old ham radio, so either I'm blind as a bat and can't find the exhibit that has the answer, or we just put it in details. Joanna is no help on this, so I'll just have to wait for a horde of visitors getting very frustrated with this question. Once we open the museum, I'll let Henrik deal with the trauma. Came up with a great question for level 3, but Henrik hates it. Once I get some time, I'll make an exhibit for this. Just don't know where I can get my hands on one. I wonder if Joanne will spring a trip for me to go down to Guatemala. Okay. Dissertation topic, the demise of the ancient Maya drought, plague, or UFO. Okay. Well, at least we figured out the thing now. We found all the solutions. So I'm just gonna go one by one, and if y'all could remind me, don't show me the screenshot because I can't even open up my Discord. we go. So this is 5, 6, 7. This is a turtle shell, so I was right. 6, 7. Okay, so this is 7. 5, 10, 11, 12. 12. Okay. This is 5, 10, 15, 16. 5, 10, 15, 16. 5, 10, 14. 5, 10, 15, 18. Oh, this was right. Okay. All right. What's 1? Zero. I need to figure out what 1 is, but I can't remember. A dot probably on the bottom row. We know this one is correct. The 1 in 17th position. No. Tell me what it says. Like 1 is supposed to be. Like what does it say about them? One is 1 dot. The turtle shells are 0. Yeah. I know you're telling me which one the 1 is. I'm just saying, like, what was the description of 1? Not the dots, but of the head. Yeah, of the dudes. Fish lips, big nose, good teeth. Okay. What was the second one? The dot with the wings is supposed to be in the second slot. There's no head in the first position. There's a 1 on the board. What? Do the heads last? Okay. So this is 5, 10, 11? Right? 5, 10, 15, 16, 17? But what about the little things on the side? What does that mean? And this is 4. This is 5, I guess. What does this thing mean? 5, 6, 7, 8. That's right. 5, 10. Oh wait, this is 9. Oh! Oh! Oops. I was saying this wrong. 5, 6, 7. 15. What's this one? 14. 15. 16. This is 1. Okay, I get it. Sorry, I forgot it starts with 0. My bad. Y'all alright? Okay, let me do this in order. 4. 5, 6, 7. 8. 5. Wait, is this what? 5, 10, 11? 5, 10, 11, 12. 5, 10, 14. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay. Now the heads. Sorry, I forgot this was 0. What's the doctor one? What was the doctor one? This is clearly the doctor one. Rip headphones. Sorry. This one has a cross on it. This one has acne. This one has a fancy hat. This one looks like a doctor, and this one has a T on. 3 is the doctor. What was the description for 2 and 3? Has big hat with 5 fingers and semi-oval in it. Maybe this?
That looks right.
Oh, okay. We did it! Woo! We did it! Easy! I love when that happens. We're like trying so hard to get them all, and we're like, oh, some of them are already put where they needed to be. Okay. Is this guy back yet? Gosh darn it. Basically gonna have this whole place up and running by the time he comes back. Like, what did you do, punk? There, I did everything. Oh my god. Wait, what's this? Nancy, the police called. They want me to go down to the station for further questioning. Something about an anonymous tip. Ugh. Do I have time for this? No. Hold down the fort while I'm gone, will you please? I left my office open if you need anything. Be back soon. Oh, I was allowed to snoop.
You have no voice.
Crap. She had an anonymous tip. That was probably my fault because I told Alejandro about the mercury sulfide whatever stuff. Sorry. That's my bad. Awkward. Okay. What was the login password for the thingy? By the way, chat, this is the last thing we needed to do down here. The login, S June, and then what was the password? Space boy? Oh, space baby. Oh my god. Didn't we do something like this before in one of the other Nancy Drew games? We play Nvidia games. Gameception. Wasn't this for a final scene? No, it wasn't for final scene. It was stay tuned for danger. Didn't we have to do this? This is the new labyrinth patch. What a creepy maze. Yeah, it is a little creepy, isn't it? Not really a maze if it's telling me exactly where I need to go. Oh, shoot. Oh, okay. Oh, the Marie Antoinette one? Treasure Royal Tower? Interesting. Oh, crap. Do we go grass or do we go wood? Which way, chat? Grass or wood? Chola, thank you for the 40-month resub. Hello. Wood? Okay, wood it is. Okay, let's check. Maybe there's a dead end so that we can just turn around. Crap, there's not. At least this maze needs some music. Needs like some intense music. Okay, this really is a maze. Gosh darn it. Ah! I have the worst sense of direction, by the way, so. La la la, la la la. Oh, this was a dead end. Oh, yes, dead end. We like those. Is this how you unlock the computer without a password? Yes. Yes. I solved a maze. I get stuck. I feel like I'm going in a circle. Even though there couldn't possibly have been a circle. Because everything was blocked off. Maybe we should have gone the foresty way. No. This is where we needed to go. Yeah. That actually hurts my eyes. Oh, shoot. No. Wait. Hold on. What's this way? What is that? Is this... What is this? Oh, shoot. Did I forget to put... Oh. Do you think that meant I did it right? Oops. Do you think that I did it right or no? It was message in a haunted mansion? Oh, was it? Antique dealer? Probably. The ting 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 wasn't very clear, was it? No. But that's okay. We got it this time, and we know exactly what to do. Stay with the wood. And then when you see the columns, well, well, my computer decided to say, no. We might have a problem, chat. Cause when was the last time we saved? Yeah. Okay. What if we called it a night? Yeah. Oh my god. That's horrible. Why, Gabe? We were doing so good. That is so mean. Well, good thing to note. Save all the notes. Everybody that was helping me play, save all the notes. YouTube ending. I don't even think we're close to the ending. To save our notes, we have all the answers. We know where everything is. We might have to listen to people talking again. And we need to get the key. But other than that, we pretty much, like, did everything. We just have to, like, now that we know what to do, like, we can do it. But I ain't doing it tonight. God. That is so evil, man. Like, I know these games are old and it can't be helped. But... no. That was mean. So... next Sunday, we're continuing Secret of the Scarlet Hand. That's so disappointing, but oh well. I don't think we would have beat the game anyways tonight. Maybe. Oh well. Continuing, aka redoing. Yeah, but we have all the answers. We're good. It's just a matter of redoing it all. Man, I know this game doesn't have autosave because it's old. If you really think about it, we're getting the authentic experience because our games always crashed all the time when we were young too, so. So, I feel like that actually happened a lot when we were younger, me and my friend, when we played these games, but what happened to Xenosaga? We are, I guess I can let you guys know what we're doing this week. So, today is April 10th. To celebrate the 10th of April, I wanted to play Final Fantasy. I wanted to start my first playthrough of Final Fantasy X. Is it awkward playing a very big game in the middle of another very big game? Yes. Do I care? No, I don't. So I started Xenoblade last week. I wanted to give it a full week before Final Fantasy X. I wanted Final Fantasy X to shine. So I played it all day today. I'm gonna play it all day again tomorrow, but I have to end my stream early tomorrow. I will not be streaming until 4. I'll probably end at like 2 to 3 o'clock. I don't know exactly when I need to leave, but so I figured it just easier to play Final Fantasy X all day. Okay, so those are those 2 days. Tuesday I have off. I don't stream Tuesdays. Wednesday, we're gonna be playing Final Fantasy 14. I know this week is very complicating, okay? But just give it a bit. This week we're gonna play, this Wednesday we're gonna play Final Fantasy 14 because the patch 6.1 would have come out on Tuesdays, but since I don't stream on Tuesdays, we'll play it on Wednesday. And I will play Final Fantasy 14 patch until I have done all of the story. And then I don't know how many days that will take. I'm thinking maybe 1 or 2, or maybe just 1. Anyways, so then after that, what we will do moving forward is play more Xenoblade in the morning and then Final Fantasy X in the afternoon. And then we'll just keep swapping until I beat either game. And then what will happen is when I beat Xenoblade Chronicles, I will play the DLC. And then when I beat Final Fantasy X, we will start Final Fantasy X-2. And then when I beat the DLC for Xenoblade Chronicles, we'll start Xenoblade Chronicles 2. And then the DLC. Does this all like make sense? It's just like gonna be a giant JRPG month. Did that all make sense? I tried to slow it down. I have it all in my head. Discord doesn't have a calendar feature like Gilded does. But if they did, you'd understand a lot better. Just know that we have a lot of Final Fantasy and Xenoblade coming up. My complicated schedule is very right. I don't watch you for the games. It's okay. I was answering the person who asked about the Xenosaga. Did that make sense? Person who asked. I already forgot who asked that question. Oh, it was Max. Max. There you go. Okay, now I need to complete 10-2 before Kylie. Okay, I'm assuming that made sense to you. Mild stroke over here. Okay. Just know Final Fantasy X, Final Fantasy 14, and Xenoblade. There you go. Perfect sense. You're awesome. Thank you. Okay. Well, I am gonna stop here. I am so sorry that my game crashed. If I could have had the Xenoblade, the Monado with me, and knew and predicted the future that was going to happen, I would have saved and I would have changed my future. But alas, I don't have the Monado. And if you don't play Xenoblade, you have no idea what that means. Delirium, thank you for the 71 months! Thank you! Thank you! It doesn't, that's the secret. I'm never coming back. Awful customer service. Oh man, why couldn't it? I was hoping that like Steam would like do like an autosave feature, or it didn't. Oh well. Do you have a basic understanding of the Mayan number? Oh crap, we have to do that again. Darn it! We didn't even... Can y'all just go back in my... Oh my god. We got lucky. Can y'all go back? You have screenshot. Okay, thank you. We are not doing that again. If we got lucky the first time, that means we don't have to do it again, okay? People are gonna join my stream next Sunday and be like, how does this girl know all the answers? And I'll be like, you don't want to know. You don't want to know. Anyways, I'm gonna go to bed. Thank you for hanging out with me this evening. I hope y'all had fun. I like playing Nancy Drew games with you guys. We'll have to figure out what's gonna be the game after Nancy Drew. Honestly, we might actually beat Nancy Drew really early on next Sunday. So should I have like a backup game, or what should we do? I'd rather ask you guys now before I leave, because then I'll know. Hi, Mirai. The other 24 Nancy Drew games? We could play Ribbon, or we can play another Nancy Drew game, or we can play another game. Just put word game on when you finish. Halo? What? More Nancy Drew. Room 2? Oh my god, I thought I could handle asking you guys this question, but I don't think I can now because I'm tired. I don't know why I'm so tired right now. I'm just like, bleh. How long to beat? I feel defeated. I think that's what the feeling is. Ultimate defeat. by technology. The room 2 is only 3 hours long. Your options suck. I need coffee. If I had coffee right now, I would not go to sleep. And I want to go to sleep, so it's okay. Please don't feel defeated. Bad game code is bad. Yeah. Alright, well, I'll ask you guys that question tomorrow. How about that? Okay. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Thank you for all the resubs today and the bits. We hit 46 out of 20 subs today. Goodness gracious. Goodness. See you tomorrow. Yeah, hope you have a good Monday. It's Monday tomorrow. Have a good Monday. Bye. See you tomorrow. Bye.